Remember we ended on a ghosts. Okay, here we go. Fun session coming your way. You wanted a light session? Here we go.
Roll initiative, bitch.
Pretty much. Yeah, honestly, while I did a recap, roll some fucking initiative while we wait. Okay, so last session, the party had gained their regenerates. They had healed themselves fully. They had gone and done drunk archery. They had got themselves tattooed in the middle of the night with the symbols of their that are probably not going to get infected at all. With the symbol of the Aurora Concordant. Made their way down the mountain, collected their horses to see that Dodger had left with at least one donkey. And you guys are making your way down the path. You traveled for a little while. It's also worth noting that Happy seems to have a little bit extra magical juice inside of her little bunny body. And created a magic item known as an Echo Stone for Yvain. As the party had given the Griffin eggs, given Montgomery for justice and a new home with the Ashari, and defeated Rizix, the party was rewarded with not only regenerates, but a moon sickle and nature's mantle, two very potent druidic magic items. Yvain was told a rumor that Patrice, the leader, the headmaster of the Terra Ashari, was looking for a new Heart of the Mountain, which was both Yvain and Corin agreed that was entirely out of character, almost hilariously so. But nonetheless, the rumor was spreading, and young druids were heading to Terra, and Yvain seems to have an interest in returning to see what's going on there anyway. The party elected that they would take the route of the Suncut Roadway to Amon, and then up north into the mountains past Fort Daxio. That seems to be the route the party wants to go on, but hey, you guys have a lot of time to change and make up your minds and whatnot.
We gotta get to Westrunn first.
But for now, indeed, you guys decided let's head to Westrunn, see what's going on there. There's some quests going on. There's some missing, like, plains cows and whatever. We're gonna see what's what. On your travels, about a day before you managed to get to Westrunn, Yvain, borrowing Zarvolg's Eyes of the Eagle, noticed a strange barrow out in the middle of the dividing plains. So you guys decided, hey, let's do adventure shit. So you guys traveled out to the barrow. You found a set of standing stones. Yvain felt within her guts, within her druidic nature, that something was wrong here. And those of you who succeeded their history checks knew that Shadow Barrow is a mythic crypt here in the Dividing Plains. Its location thought to have been lost forever, and a place where no one enters and ever returns alive. A dangerous, dangerous, dangerous place. And as you came into these standing stones, this once standing druidic circle, the spirits, these shades of past adventurers, rose from the ground itself, seemingly from the barrow underneath the earth beneath your feet, rose up, looked at all of you, and said two words: Defiler, Hauthes, and attacked. So roll that damn initiative. Let's see what happens.
Attacked? Thank you, because last week I caught the one, but I didn't cut the other one.
Defiler, Hauthes.
Hauthes, okay. Thank you.
No problem. I need a pen.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Got bad news. These aren't humanoids, Ranger.
Yeah, I figured. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to hurt them at all.
We'll find out. I need a goddamn pen. Where's my goddamn pen? Oh, pen, where are you?
Oh shit, they're incorporeal.
Right.
Yeah, they're ghosts. All right, initiative 25 to 20.
26 actually.
21, 26. Good job. Okay, let's do it this way. Finch, what'd you get?
15.
What'd you get, Yvain?
13.
You got a 15, Finch?
Yes.
All right. So while they're going, Defiler, how? Everybody just fucking fires. They're like, fuck this. And you guys just sound off. Let's get to it. Let's get some battle music going. How about brutal battle? It sounds like the way to go. All right. Zarvolg and his faithful companion Fen are up. What do you do?
Yeah, Finn and I are going to try to move as far away from these things as possible. So 40 feet for both of us in the other direction.
Nope. No, thank you. And you run the other goddamn direction. All right.
Finn too,
You run about 40 feet that way.
Yeah.
Fenn's going with you?
Bring Finn with me. Yeah, he can't do anything.
Yeah, he's got 40 feet. He'll run back 40 feet too. All right. Anyone else?
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and swing a shot at these things anyway, just for shits and giggles. So let me do a hunter's mark on the closest one.
Okay. Let's see if I can get some battle music going. The nearest one would be this one right here, I think. Yep, 75 feet. Hunter's mark is up.
All right, and I'll go ahead and take a shot just to see what happens.
Got it. Go ahead and take a shot.
18. Whoops, wait. I have an advantage. 21.
21 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, nice. All right.
Oh, shit. Damn, man. Good battle music. Good music.
All right, so that is 15. Yeah.
15 total damage?
Yep.
Your arrow, you fire it, and it sails through their body, but it still, it sort of phases back a little bit, but the arrow sails entirely through. It did harm its spiritual essence, but not as much as you might have hoped.
Okay, but I can tell, or at least I believe that something did happen, yes?
Yes, you did. Yep, you definitely damaged it, if not as much as you thought you did.
So I'm going to take another shot then, I guess.
Go for it.
$17.
17 will hit. Roll some damage.
$15 again.
7 more damage. And you fire these 2 arrows, holding them within your hands, and they fire through, and he then kind of phases forward, hair streaked up into the air, Defiler, and continues to keep coming. But you are surprised it's not dead, but it is a ghost after all.
A little unfair because I'm not actually a defiler, so. All right, I'm done.
Fantastic. That'll bring us to Ember.
I'm gonna move back to like one of the 2 little piles of rocks. Either one.
Oh yeah, that guy right there.
Yep.
There's 5.
And we're gonna take a shot at the one that Zarvolg just shot because
All right.
it needs to go away.
Fair enough. Could take a shot.
AC 19.
That'll hit. Are you doing an Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
All right.
For fuck's sake. That'll be 1 point of force damage and 2 points of fire.
All right. The force damage splashes across the creature and damages it, but the fire, only a little partial bit of it actually harms the creature. It'll take 2 damage.
Okay.
It looks very unhappy. Anything else?
That's everything in my repertoire.
Got it. Finch, it's your time to shine, Paladin. Undead? You've been told about these things. What do you do?
Can I use
We.
we'll see. Can I use my movement to approach the ghosty that the rest of the party was hitting?
25 feet and you're there.
Yes, cool. And then I am in melee, right? They are. I know that they're like floating, but like.
Yeah,
they
you
are
can go
within
like
range.
that. You can, bam, get above the top. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Okay. Then I am going to cast Thunderous Smite.
All right. I will remind you, Paladin,
Yes.
if you use a standard Divine Smite,
Mhm.
it'll be 3d8 because it's an undead. So you get an extra free. You get a free d8 when you fight fiends and undead. As a reminder.
Yes.
Your choice.
I don't think I've used Divine Smite yet either.
No, you have not.
Yes. Then let's go. I will hold off on that for now. Yes. I will use Divine Smite then. Yes.
Okay. I will remind you can do both. So if you wanted to prep a Thunderous Smite, hit the guy with your Thunderous Smite, and then throw a Divine Smite on top of that, you can fucking Nova that damage off if you want to. Just as a reminder.
Okay, I'll hold off
All
on
the
that
options.
for now because I'll save this spell slot. Okay, so I haven't used Divine Smite before, so how does that work? Sorry, I'm not trying to be ignorant. I was reading the spell and I was
No.
trying to figure that out myself.
No worries at all. Basically, you make a weapon attack. If you hit, you can then choose whether you do want to or not want to Divine Smite. So if you hit, you can go, now I want to smite. And you'll throw the extra dice on top of it.
Okay, does that take up a spell slot? Yes.
It does.
Okay, all right. I want to make sure. I just want to
And-
keep it above the table that I'm marking things off properly.
No problem. It's
Okay.
2d8. You can upcast it at later levels for extra d8s, but you do cap at 5d8, I believe.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, then yes, I will Divine Smite, so I'll mark off the spell slot, and then I will.
Well,
roll
first,
through-
see if you hit.
Yes. Okay. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is 17.
That will absolutely hit. Roll me your standard damage,
Okay.
and then throw 3d8 on top of it if you want to smite.
Okay. So standard damage is.
And fun fact, a smite is not considered a spell, even though it does use spell slots. So that gets around a lot of stuff.
Okay, yeah. So this says for Divine Smite deals 2 extra d8. So I rolled standard and then two additional d8. So that's what I did.
Yeah, you roll 2 additional d8, and then you add a third because it's an undead.
Oh shit. Okay. Ooh.
Mhm.
26 points of damage.
So you guys are like firing off your arrows, and you're firing your bolts of Eldritch power, and the thing's still coming. You're like, wow, this thing has too much health, how are we gonna stop it? Finch goes up and goes with the hammer, goes dink, and it just explodes in radiant damage. Completely annihilates the specter. It is gone.
Damn. Okay. Good to know. And that is my turn for now. Yes.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you see Finch runs up and just like goes for the upswing, and the moment the hammer makes contact, it's this blinding flash of like platinum radiant light that just disintegrates the essence of this evil being. Yvain, you're up to bat. What do you do?
Bonus action wings.
Okay, you're turning into a dragon.
Yeah.
All right, stars form in a line around you. You are now a draconic druid thing. Stars.
We will start. Which is the one closest? I think it's the one immediately to my right, as I'm looking at the screen.
The right and the left one are about the same distance, I think. 35. Nope, this one is.
I actually don't think it will matter much. I just want to check the spell. Okay, so I'm 120 feet. Yes, that should make it.
You're gonna tag anyone you want to at the 125.
Yes, we'll go with the one who's closest then.
All right.
Oh, actually, wait, no, because if I can do it at 120, that means I can go for the one that's farther away from Zarborg.
That's right.
No, I'll say to my original, the one who's closest to me.
All right.
That guy right there, Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Yeah, boom.
All right. You align like the stars, and you cast your attention that way, and this beam of silvery moonlight shines down upon the specter, and it does not look too happy to be in that moonlight. And on its turn, it will take the damage, I believe.
Uh,
I think at the start of its turn, if it starts its turn in there, it takes it. If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and
That'll be in just a second.
Yeah, con 14 will be the save.
Got it. We'll hit that in just a half a moment. Is there anything else, Yvain? Is there anything else you want to do, Yvain?
Let's see. So that was my bonus action and my action. Yeah, you know, I'd like to use my movement to strafe backwards, you know, towards Tsar.
Got it.
Yeah.
The party starts firing off shit and running the other direction, except for Finch, who's like, I was born for this shit, baby, and runs in there. Incredible. It is now time for the specters. That one, the specter and the moonbeam, definitely fails to the saving throw, so go ahead and roll damage. Oh, yeah.
$11.
11. It seems that radiant damage does just fine against these creatures, and it is... And it is going to go... Whee! It's going to come right... It's going to fly right up to you, Yvain. It just sails across at 50 feet of speed, right up to you, and is going to make an attack. Oh, and it does real shit. 12 to hit.
That will not do it.
Nope, you manage to get out of the way as it comes up to you and sort of Dementor sort of like tries to suck life energy from you, but you manage to sort of like get out of the way in time. This one's going to do the same thing. Right up to you, Ember, on top of your rock. Oh, just for fun, he goes like right through the rock, just like phases right through it incorporeally, and flies right up to you, and is going to make an attack. And he rolls a fucking 2 for a 6.
That'll be no.
Brutal. That's brutal. The other two are going after the paladin because it's the only thing to hit. Defiler, how this? And they are going to both make attacks against you.
Okay.
One fully misses, but one manages to hit in this combat. One.
Okay.
I would be amazed if it misses. That's a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits. It begins to drain life energy from you. You're going to take... You're going to take 7 points of necrotic damage, but you are an Asimar.
Yep. I
So
was like,
you will
"Ah!"
take... So you'll take 3 necrotic damage as it tries to drain life essence from you, but suffers to do so. I need you to make a con save.
Sure. Let me take that first, and then. Let's go. Ooh. 21.
21, you manage to save. You feel it draining your life essence, trying to cling onto your very bone, your very life essence, your very soul, but you manage to hold firm and your body's strong, and it doesn't get that far. Zarvog the Grim, what would you like to do next?
All right, I am going to switch my Hunter's Mark to the one that is on Yvain.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and take a shot.
Shoot away.
$15.
15 will hit, roll damage.
$14 damage.
14 reduced to 7 damage. It is hurting. Is there anything else?
Let's send these things are like hovering just off the ground, right? They're not real high in the air.
That's right, only about 5 feet up off the ground.
Let's send Fen to bite a ghost.
And he's gonna go charging in, and because Fen's super cool, and is super tactical and smart. He jumps up on top of those rocks for the flank with Yvain. Go ahead and take an attack at advantage.
He got a 17.
Roll me some damage.
Give it a damage. Hold. Hold.
Hold.
Let's see. So he got 6.
6 reduced to 3 damage. Ah,
Oh, my
just shy of a ghost. I wanted Fen to be a ghost slayer, but that's okay. He starts just like trying to tear into the creature. You see he is gripping a little bit, but it keeps incorporeally moving through before he can get like a full satisfying bite, and the creature's essence is fading and smoky as it is nearing destruction. Is there anything else?
Nope, I'm done.
All right, Ember Van Zyl. What are you going to do next, comrade?
I am going to make a whole bunch more of me.
Oh yeah?
Mirror image. Oh, nice.
3 more embers appear around. Very, very cool.
That's so cool.
And that's... I don't have any bonus action, and I can't run away, so that's it.
Understood, understood. That'll bring us to Finch. Finch, you done got some ghosties. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, dang. Let's see here.
Defile. How this?
Let's see here. No, I'll still save it. I have a feeling that just swinging my warhammer will do nothing. So yes, can I cast Thunderous Smite then?
All right, Thunderous Smite. You charge up. Your vibrates with thunderous energy.
And then I will swing with my warhammer. Is there one in front of me that like appears to be more hurt than the other? Oh
Nope,
no, they're the same. Okay, doesn't matter. I'll pick the one on my right.
The one on your right or the one on Finch's right?
Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter because they're both the same. So either one.
Okay, I'm gonna say that
one's
one
fine.
right there.
That one's fine.
Cool.
Okay, let's see
Cool.
here. That's not going to do anything. That's a 10 to hit.
Unfortunately, a 10 does swing wide, not going to hit. Is there anything else?
No. I will save my bonus action.
Understood. Yvain, what you gonna do? You got a ghosty in your face, and you got a moonbeam ready to go. What's up?
Fuck it, move the moonbeam. I was thinking about just running my sickle through it because I've never actually, meleeed someone and I'd feel kind of badass, but that's not what I do. Yeah, so just move the moonbeam to it.
To who?
To the one in front of me.
If you move it in front of you, you're either gonna hit Fen or yourself with it, because it is a 5-foot radius, right?
Oh,
It's flanked. You could easily hit anybody else, but this guy's...
Yeah, but I'm not going to give this guy a free hit on me, so go ahead and put the moonbeam back where it was, and I'm just going to hit this guy.
All right, you whip out that moonlight sickle. Go ahead, take a swipe.
Holy shit! It's a 16. That should hit. Like, I don't add anything to it. I've never.
That'll do the job.
Add anything.
Yvain, you pull out this sickle with a blade that sparkles with the moonlight. This thing is at 1 hit point, so you swing at Yvain, and you catch it right on the shoulder, and as it hooks, it holds it solid. This magic blade damages it despite its incorporeal form, and cuts right through its body as if it were solid, and it dissipates into gas and steam and then vanishes into the ether with a howling scream. Defile! The ghost is dead.
That was my action. I don't know that I have anything else to do. Just give me a moment. I'm going to take a look at a... Nope, I don't want to do that. No, no. So yeah, No, actually, I'm good. I'm just gonna stay right here. I can hit any of the beasties I want to. I don't need to get any closer.
Fair enough. Specters' turns. All right, we're gonna start with you there, Ember. How does a 15? Oh, I gotta roll. I'll save that. That was a 15 attack, but we gotta roll a dice for your mirror image, right?
Yeah.
That's right. So I'll do you. I guess should I roll it or should you roll it? Who do you want to roll?
Go ahead and roll. I got 3 up. It's 6 or higher. Changes to one of the dupes.
7. So that will change to one of the duplicates. The thing shoots its life draining powers at your duplicate, and it's the attack hits. I imagine as it's like your deck's unarmored, and just smites through. Not smites, but it drains the essence of one of your mirror images. You have 2 left. All right, Finchy Finch, you're up. Here we go. A natural. Well, no, I'm up against you. It's the 2 guys against you.
Oh, shit, my bad.
So nat 1, the guy misses you, and he like accidentally tries to drain some life from like his essence just sort of splays out, and it would harm the other guy, but he's immune to necrotic damage. The other one's a natural 20.
Oh yeah.
Do you want a super cool lingering injury or exhaustion?
Oh. I'll take the point of exhaustion.
Okay, you take a point of exhaustion. Cheap. 1, 7, 4. You're going to take 1, 7, 4. That's going to be 12, reduced to 6 points of necrotic damage, ASMR. I need a con save. Oh, wait, it's more than that because it's necrotic damage. So it's 12, and then it's 6, 12, 18, plus 18. It's going to be... That would have been 30 points of necrotic damage. But because you're an ASMR, it is now reduced to 15 instead.
Okay.
I still need the con save.
All right. So, okay. I just want to make sure I'm reducing the points correctly. So you said 6, but then you said corrected to 15, right? So
That's right.
I need to take another 9. Ooh, ow.
Ouch!
Yeah, for real. Ooh, that's not good. Con save, right? Yes. Oh, that's not good either. 4.
You are going to lose 15 points to your hit point maximum as well, on top of the damage you took.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not so good. How does that work? Like, so I'm making sure I'm doing this correctly because I've never had to calculate that before. So like, I understand.
Yeah.
Like this, do I take more from my pool?
You don't take so from your active hit points, like your active points. You don't take more than that.
Okay.
So let's say you had full health at 30 hit points and you lost 15 from your maximum, right? That would account for your true hit points. You would, in the end, be at 15 hit points with 15 maximum hit points.
Got it.
So it doesn't double the damage by any means. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, so keep your current... So if your current hit points are at 13, decrease that from your maximum hit points, but you'll still be at 13 afterward.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I follow. Yes.
Understood.
I should make sure I'm calculating it correctly.
Got it. So you guys all see, Finch being a champ in the front, and this one creature just opens its mouth and pours this necrotic energy onto Finch, and you see Finch's life essence sort of fall out of their back, just painfully so. And you guys have a moment of like, after that, but Finch looks like daunted. Maybe the bone's a little frail, maybe the armor a little more saggy as Finch's very constitution is sucked away. That will be the Spirit's turn, bringing us once more to Zarvolg the Grim. What would you like to do?
All right. Well, I saw Ember doing his thing with his doubles, so he looks like he's all right for now. Meanwhile, Finch just took a nasty one. So I'm going to swing over here, kind of like on the screen to the right of where Ben is. I want to be kind of
Okay.
in between those two rock formations there.
All right, 35. You press yourself up against the hedge and are.
I only have
I gotta
30.
Oh, you only got 30. Oh, right, because yeah, start combat. So you would be like right here, at the end of your speed.
All right, let me. I'll go ahead and move my hunter's mark again. Yep, to that one on the right is fine.
All right. One on the right's got it.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and fire.
Go for it.
Ooh, 11.
11 will not hit, I'm afraid to say. Your arrow just barely sails by.
All right, so I'm going to. Then the only other thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to motion for Fen to get down off the top of that rock and come over, kind of behind this taller rock formation on my right.
All right, just sort of over here.
Yeah. So
Okay,
that he's hidden, basically, sort of.
Okay, he can use his action to hide if you want him
yeah.
to.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Oh, he got like a 24, I think, right? What did we say his bonus was for
It's like a +4 or something like that.
helping? I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So he got a 23.
23. You're like, Fen, hide! And Fen goes, "Huff," and like jumps through the air over your head, and you like look to where he lands, and Fen's gone.
Yes. All right, I'm done.
Fen the shadow. Okay, that brings us to Ember Van Zyl. What would you like to do, my friend? You're muted.
Sorry, the one that beat the snot out of Finch.
Okay.
Please accept. Hopefully, some force damage. Yeah, that's better. AC 22.
That's an Eldritch Blast. It's a disadvantage because you have an enemy within 5 feet, as a reminder.
So that'll be a miss.
What'd you get?
That's a 10. That'll be a miss.
Oh, yeah, that's a miss. I'm afraid to say. You try and fire, and sort of hampered by the specters, presence there attacking you. You're a little off edge, and you fire a little wide, unfortunately. Is there anything else?
Yep.
Okay.
Red is going to punch the specter in front of me.
Oh yeah, you summoned Red. That's right. Yeah, Red's gonna make a punch. Go for it.
That's an AC 21 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
And that'll be 6 points of magic damage. Magical blunt.
Magical blunt damage. It is. Interesting. How is it magic?
Invocation.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You got me there. How much again?
6 points.
6 points. Your hand sort of ignites in sort of like a magical flame. These like rushes of like blue and red sort of try to wrap around it, and it punches it and channels a little magic through it, doing full damage. All right. Is there anything else?
No, that's pretty much everything in the tank.
Okay. What's your hand's name again?
Red.
Red. All right. I'm just putting Red in the unique companion, so I got it accessed. Okay, Finch, you done just got fucked up. Your armor doesn't quite fit as well. Your body's feeling withered of its constitution. What do you do?
Okay, so a quick question. I don't think I'm gonna heal myself, but if I did, I can't heal over what my new max hit points are, right?
That's right.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So I am let's see here. I think I am going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
All right. This shield forms around you protectively, a slight platinum light sort of readily protecting you from danger.
Yeah. Okay, so that should at least buff my AC. And I will still save my bonus action. Yes, I'll still save my bonus action.
Oh, I need a con save from you to
Okay.
see if you maintain concentration on Thunderous Smite.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's a nat 20.
Oh, then you're good. You're good. You're good. You're
Okay.
good.
All right.
No worries there. It was a DC 10.
Yeah, okay. I'm still holding that. So, yes. And I use my action to cast.
Oh, bonus
Oh,
action
so
to
that-
cast
so
Shield.
then- Oh, that's
Oh.
it. That's wait.
So Shield of Faith is a concentration spell. So that will. Here, I'll be kind. Do you want to take an attack with your Thunderous Smite first, and then Shield of Faith, so you don't waste it?
Yes, let's do that.
All right, go ahead and take an attack.
Okay.
Thunderous Smite.
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
16 to hit.
16 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. All right. So there is. Let's see here. That is. And then. Ooh, 15 points of damage total.
Of blunt, just standard blunt damage.
Let's see here. So with my weapon, that would be. Ooh, hang on, now, I'm toggling. Bludgeoning damage, and then
Okay,
there's
so
the.
how much bludgeoning damage? One more time.
It was 10. It was 10.
10. All right, that'll be reduced to 5. Now for the thunder.
Yes, and then that was another 5 for thunder damage.
All right, it's going to take 2 thunder damage. It seems resilient to that kind of damage as well. And lastly, it needs to make a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away.
Okay.
That is going to be. Ooh, it is not very strong at all. It has a 5 because it's a ghost and has no body to use strength with. So that's going to be a 5 to save, which will fail. It is shoved 10 feet away from you, but unfortunately it is not knocked prone, for it cannot be knocked prone. It is a spirit, thus does not have legs to be knocked off of. But you smash it, goes off, and it's sort of like thrown through the air and then reincorporates into its shape.
Got it. Okay. Sounds good. Okay.
All right, then you apply the Shield of Faith
Yes.
after the is done. Cool. So you're concentrating on the smite or the
On the
shield.
shield.
Fantastic. Yvain, you're up to bat. There's 3 left. What do you do?
Oh, real quick look, the one that Ember's looking at. Look like they've got that in hand.
Well, Ember literally has a hand helping out, so.
Alright, so, first things first, bonus action, healing word to Finch.
All right.
Give me a moment to roll that up real quick. Six.
6 healing to you, Finch.
And then the one that we've been hitting, the one that we've been focusing on, I'd like to move my moonbeam over there.
All right, and I believe that's the one that Finch just finally got a hit on.
Oh, hold on. Is one of them already hit and hurt?
Yeah, that's the one that you're trying to attack right now.
Yes, the one that's hurt. That's okay. Good. Yes, I want to injure the hurt one because I'm evil like that.
Okay. Technically, the term for attacking an evil person is good, so you can get away from that one more realistically. But yes, anyway, the boom sort of burns across the battlefield and layers itself up before the specter, and it screeches in anger. Anything else?
Oh shit. Thank you. Yes, it's easier to see. No. I'm good.
Alright, then it's the specter's turn. The specter in the light rolls, it's a con save, rolls a 16.
Alright, so he saved.
Alright, so he'll take half.
Alright, so that's a 9 and a 2, so 11 and half, so 5.
So 5 damage, and Radiant does just fine against this creature as it screeches in anger. And it's gonna be done with the Paladin. And it's ran out of movement. So it's not done with the Paladin, in fact, because it ran out of movement. So instead, it's gonna run over to the Paladin. It's gonna get down low with his buddy. And they're gonna... How smart are they? Yeah, they're smart enough to get a flank. They'll go down to flank Finch, and they're gonna focus fire. Finch, first attack. You're lucky. That's only an 11. Second attack, you're very lucky. That's only an 11. So the two of them are trying to pull life energy from you, but your ASMR nature and the power of Bahamut protects you. This one over here that's good for you, Ember. I'm gonna roll the mirror image dice first. It's a 16. How's that do?
8+ will move it to one of the images.
8+ to move to one of the images. So it is, yep, it'll try and hit one of the images. And it probably will with a 15, and it tries to drain the life from you, but hits one of your images instead. You're down to one image. That is going to be Zarvolg's turn. What do you do, Zarvolg?
All right. I'm going to peek around this rock here. And
All right.
take a shot at the one that's closest to me is the one that still has my hunter's mark on it, so I don't have to I'd have to move it this time. I'm gonna take a shot.
That's right. All right.
All right, I got an 11, but I'm gonna save and face this one to make it a 15.
A 15. You know you can't miss before, and you got to save face, and you hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Total.
12 total, reduced to 6 damage. This is one hurt specter as the arrows are traveling through its incorporeal form.
All right, and I am gonna send Fen in again.
And he goes running in at 40 feet. He can get right up to the damaged one at 35 feet, and he can attack at advantage as he's doing so from the stealthed position.
So at advantage, he gets a 15.
A 15 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage for Fen. Let Fen kill a ghost, please. Let this dog kill a ghost.
Yeah, he got 10.
10 damage?
Yep.
Oh! Yeah! Fen goes, like, low to the ground, just goes, and then jumps through the air at the last moment.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It's not a 10, it's an 8. I added the wrong thing. It's an 8.
It's okay, it still has to 4, they'll still get it. Fen just, you're like, go, 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 and Fen just comes running out low to the ground, like, quick puppy crawl, and then he just, at the last moment, goes into a sprint, jumps through the air, and just, like, brings his mouth down, like, on the head of the specter and clamps down as hard as he can, and the creature disapparates into purple energy that fades away. Fen is now officially a ghost slayer.
Nice. All right. And finally, I have a bonus action left, and I assume I'm probably at least partially obscured, yes?
You partially obscured? Like, yeah, to the ghosts.
Right. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and use my nature's mantle to disappear.
Yeah, go for it.
None. There's no roll.
For stealth?
I don't think so.
If you're hiding, you need to roll a stealth check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get to do and hide as a bonus action when lightly obscured, and then you get to.
Well, I got a 24.
Yeah, you take nature's mantle and you kind of like throw the edge of it across the rock, and it completely forms itself into the grass and rock, making you appear as though you are a part of nature, and disappear. Very cool. Very
Alright,
cool.
I'm done.
Very nice. Ember, you're up to bat.
Bonus action. Red, punch that thing again. Thank you.
Of course, sir. He doesn't speak, but it felt right. Go give it a shot.
AC 22.
That will absolutely hit. Be a chum and slap this man.
And that'll be 4 points of magical blunt.
Alright, punches the ghost. It Defiler, how this? As your hand just keeps punching it in the face.
And AC 11 will miss. So, yeah, that's it for me.
Alright. Finch! What are you gonna do, Finch? Don't worry. You have Fen at your back now. You're okay.
I guess so. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep being a meat shield. So I'll take a swing with my warhammer.
Go for it.
Let's see here. Ooh. 23 to hit.
23 will hit. Excuse me, sir, would you like a smite with that hit?
I don't have any more spell slots left.
Oh, well, that's too bad. You must leave the restaurant.
I know. Damn, level 3. Oh, 3.
Damn, level 3. Well, go ahead and take your swing.
I know. Let's see here. 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Yes.
All right, reduced to 5 with your non-magical warhammer.
Yeah, and that's it.
Okay. Yvain, wielder of the moonsickle, what would you like to do?
Can I move the moonbeam over and not hit Finch, but hit the ghost?
You certainly can.
And I would very much like to do that. Now, to my eye, how hurt does Finch look? Like, am I thinking maybe
interesting.
another heal?
Finch, are you... Yeah, no. Make a medicine check, Yvain. Because this is like a little bit of a unique situation, I would say, health-wise.
Alright, it's a 15 on the dice, but I'm going to add stuff to it.
Sure.
18.
18. You look at Finch and what happened to Finch, and you see... I think you're at full health right now, Finch?
Yeah,
Technically?
I'm at full. Yeah, I'm at full health to my reduced max.
Got it. So Finch looks as physically healthy as Finch's body allows, but Finch's body looks to be not as strong or as healthy as it used to be. So there's nothing that standard magic can do for Finch in this moment.
Alright, so that was my action. Again, I don't know that I have anything else I can do. So I'm just
Okay.
going to stay here in case I need to react to something somehow.
Understood. Then that'll bring us to the specter who goes as the moon burns him. Go ahead and roll damage. That is an 11 to save, which I don't think will do the job.
That will not save.
No, it will not.
Alright. Hold on, let me just make sure something. Is there a 1 on this? Because that was a 0. So if there's a 1 on this. Alright, so it's a 0, that's a 10. So that's a 10 and a 9. Okay, that's cool. So 19.
19 radiant damage. The beam is like pulsing down. You point the sickle at it and like sort of like hook the air, and an extra like extra wave of radiant energy channels down through, and the specter's like, and its essence is just torn apart by the radiance of the moon and slays it. 19 radiant damage. God damn, that's not a specter no more.
It
This
was
one's
almost
going.
a perfect roll.
Yeah, you almost got him. Well, perfect roll anyway. You got him. All right, Ember, last one. He's coming for you. Roll that mirror image.
11 plus.
That's a 2.
Okay,
So I
that'll be
believe
me.
that'll be you. Now it's going to roll an attack. How does a 17 do?
17 will hit me.
17 will hit. You are going to take... Well, roll me a con save.
That'll be an 8.
You are going to take 13 points of necrotic damage to your hit point maximum and to your regular health. So simply take your hit points and just bring them all down to 13, maximum and all. Or bring them down by 13, to be exact. So you guys see... Oh, okay, this is cool. So you guys look over at Ember, who's doing pretty good, maybe feeling a little confident about himself. He's got these images around. The Spectre says, "Defile how this!" And sticks his hand right through Ember's chest. And Ember's... You have this, like, moment as you feel like your very physical essence channel into the ghostly arm and out the other side. And you see Ember in that moment... sort of like his musculature, the gauntness of his face, even the moisture in his skin sort of swell up and go away. And then he pulls his arm back out. Zarvalg, it is your turn.
All right. How far away is Fen the Ghost Killer?
Fen the Ghost Slayer, from the last one, I assume?
Yeah.
Fen has just enough movement to get into melee.
Nice. Do it.
The
Then he goes-
dog has an epithet.
Fen has an aesthetic, and that is kill. Go for it.
Yeah, that time he only got a 13.
He has advantage because he's flanking with the hand.
All right, nice. Good.
It'll hit, but crit fish.
Oh, and then he got an 18.
All right, well, he'll hit regardless. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, 6 damage.
6 damage, reduced to 3 because he's just a pup. Yep, just bites away at the Spectre to the best of his ability, but it's still up and still alive. What do you do, Zarvalg?
All right, I'm going to pop out from my hiding place, jump up on top of that. No, I'm not going to jump up on top of the rock. I'm just going to fire from here.
All right, go ahead. You have advantage because you're attacking from stealth.
$16 at advantage.
16 will hit. Roll some damage.
I meant to switch my Hunter's Mark too.
That's fine. You do that.
13 total.
13 total damage. That's going to be 6 damage total as your arrow slides through the creature. Yeah, it's barely hanging on, Zarvalg.
All right, and then I'm just going to duck back behind the rock again.
All right, you want to hide again? Oh, you used your bonus action to move.
I don't have the action, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Ember. This thing just tore life from you. Can you believe it? And it's hurting bad. What do you do?
I'm gonna have Red slap the crap out of it.
Fair enough.
And that'll be an 18 to hit.
Yep. Red forms into the famous backhand motion and slaps it across the face. Go ahead and roll damage.
3 damage.
3 damage. How do you want your
Yes.
flaming hand to slay a ghost? And end the combat.
With a backhand. Shut up.
Yeah, just backhand.
Yeah, he just goes. He goes, "Defile out," and just gets like fully backhanded, and his essence just screams off into the ether and disappears.
And based off of the dialect you've given him, I feel like it wasn't like a pimp slap with some heat to it. I feel like it was just a short, crisp.
Exactly.
Oh,
With the
it was a dueling glove slap.
Exactly.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I feel like
as if you're challenging someone to a duel.
even though
Yeah,
Red
Ember
doesn't
go-
have any eyes, Red definitely has a monocle. If you
Like
know
it's
what I mean.
Yeah,
Like-
almost chiding. Almost
Like on the-
like it was almost just disappointed.
Yeah,
Red
exactly.
goes
Right off
into
the
Ember's pocket, pulls a dueling glove, and just slaps it magically, and it dies.
Yes. I need this fan art. I need
Cannon.
this art.
Why is on s-
That
It
is
was supposed to be just such a small joke. Why is it a canon Englishman gentleman now? Why can't we find the rest of Red's body and Red's just like I don't know.
Has a top hat.
Red's Alfred Pennyworth. Uh, anyway, you all find yourself standing here in this hedge circle. Specters defeated. The air's still thick with despair and disaster possibly on the way. And you stand before the infamous Shade Barrow, one of the more dangerous crypts known to local legend.
Can we
Oh, we're not going in.
medicine check? Let's say Ember.
I was gonna say that.
Yep, now that combat has ceased, medicine checks perhaps will result in a little bit more info. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and medicine check Ember, go for it.
Finch, please step out of the circle.
Yes, I'll move. I'll come to the where the party is.
Come back.
I got a 7 on my medicine check.
This is a little beyond what you've ever encountered before. You've never seen a ghost stick their hand in somebody and make them, like, sicker or, like, less constituty. This is a little beyond what you've seen before.
I got a 14.
A 14? Considering this happened to you and you could feel yourself out and you see what's happening to Ember, yeah, you get the sense that the specters have literally pulled your vital life force from your body. You suspect that, I want to say something really cool other than you need to go to sleep. But, so I'll say, Finch, you can think, no, never mind. You have to go to bed and wake up the next morning. You'll probably be fine.
So a long rest.
Yeah, you need to perform some great ritual that may not even be within your skill sets at long rest, and that's the flavor. But no, not really. You just, in a sense, after a long night's rest, your body may be able to sort of recharge and expunge the dark energies in your body.
Got it.
I don't know if it mattered. I was going to make a medicine check. It's, kind of my thing.
Yeah, go for it. See if,
So, I got a dirty
see if
20.
you...
I don't know if it's any better.
Dirty 20, you'll learn the same information. Their constitution potential has been broken down by these dark forces, and a rest should allow them to expunge that dark energy from their form. They should return to themselves later.
If I may suggest, a passing of the moon should see their vitality come back to them, yes?
That's right.
Time is it?
I got your mystical shit. I got your mystical shit right now. Step out of the circle.
So when you guys got here, the sun was going down, and the moment that sun sort of disappeared behind the horizon is when the specters rose from the ground. So it is just past dusk.
We are not doing this right now.
Should we
Go
ride
back
a little
to the
ways
road.
away and make camp?
Yeah.
We go back to the road.
As a reminder, it did take a day of... Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Thanks, buddy. It did take a day for you guys to get out here, away from the roads, so you're probably not getting back to the roads tonight. But yeah, you
Maybe
can
away,
take some...
away from here. Away
But
from.
away from here, safe.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can
Like,
take a little time to
because-
travel away.
If the sun just
And
went down,
as we consider how long we want to go, all I want to say is this. If we have to rest, and we're resting during the day, these things I think don't like the light because they came out the moment there was none. So it would almost make sense for us to do our movement now and maybe flip our days and nights for safety. If it's too much, it's too much. I'm just saying, I wasn't expecting that.
Look, our horses are there. Yeah.
Yeah, they're hanging out.
look at our tiny
Look at
dog.
little
Little
donkeys.
donkeys. Why are they so small?
Because they're medium creatures.
Okay.
I don't. Let me check to see. Maybe they're a little smaller than they should be. No, they're.
I feel like that makes more sense, like
Yeah.
into scale of the horses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'll make them that big, but I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Size is weird. But anyway, there they are. The donkeys and
Alright.
horses.
So if it's early, like not too long after sundown, shall we ride like 2 hours back toward the road and camp?
That's fine.
All right. I guess let's do that.
All right. You guys wish to saddle up, get the hell out of there, force a march for 2 hours?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Okay, you all hop astride your steeds and begin to ride off into the dividing plains. All right, we've entered into a forced march. So, luckily for you guys, this is only going to suck for your horses, not for you, because you guys have been riding. So I want everyone to make a Constitution saving throw for their horses and for the 2 donkeys.
Ooh. At 20.
Your horse is fine?
Yeah, I got a dirty 20.
Your horse is fine?
14.
Your horse is fine? Ember? Can't hear you.
15.
Very nice. All your horses are fine. What about the 2 donkeys?
Donkey's got
Oh,
a 10
one
and
of
a
them.
13.
Oh, never mind. You roll for him.
Your 2 donkeys are fine. So the first hour of travel, heading north towards, or that'll be northeast towards Westrunn, goes just fine. For hour 2, I'd like another round of con saves, please. DC goes up by 1.
14.
14, you save.
Also 13.
You save.
Dirty 20.
30, 20.
Save. You save. Fantastic. What about the donkeys?
Somebody else want to do this time?
I don't have them readily available.
16 and 13.
All right, your donkeys save. You guys are all doing well. I will say, your horses and your donkeys are looking fine. You can keep forcing this march if you want to keep using the night to your advantage, or you can set up camp here in the dividing plains.
Let's camp.
Okay, you guys get off your horses, get off your donkeys, and you set up camp and prepare yourselves for a long rest. And the dice gods are ever in your favor, it seems. They just seem to like you all a little better than everybody else. You set up in the dividing plains, in the pitch black around you, nothing to light you but your campfire and the moon. And luckily for you, nothing dangerous comes out of the woodworks. You are alive as you awaken the next morning. And away from this horrible, horrible place.
Can we mark? I'm assuming I have a pretty good idea, at least a pretty good mental idea, since I can't get lost, about where this thing is. Can I try to
Yes, you
translate
can.
that into a mark on the map?
Make me a perception check at advantage, Zarvog, as you turn around and try and find that hilly barrow that you guys just came from this next morning.
$16.
You turn around, you can't be lost, so you know exactly where to look. You turn around, you look towards this barrow, you zoom in with the eyes of the eagle. The hill, the circle, and the barrow are gone.
Oh,
I'm sorry to say.
that's why no one can find it. Okay.
You can mark it on your map still. You can still check where you found it. But as you turn around and look, the entire structure of those hills are gone.
Got it.
All right. With that, you guys draw ever closer to Westrunn. You took 2 hours towards Westrunn from the Shade Barrow, which is worth 6 miles. So you're about there, and you have travel directly towards Westrunn. As you turn around and look in the opposite direction, Zarvol, you can see the city of Westrunn on the horizon. If you guys wish to take 24-mile travel today, the standard walking travel. You guys can get to right there. Find yourself about 2 days away. Or a day or two away. Let's see how your day goes. Since we're not in combat, I'm just going to share sound. Okay. So, okay. Yvain, I'm gonna have you make this roll. I want you to roll me any dice. Even's good, odd is bad. What'd you get?
18.
Okay, you lucky friend.
Take a picture. It was.
No, I believe you. It's okay. I believe you. So, as you are traveling across the plains, I'm gonna roll to see who notices it first, but it's probably gonna be Zarvolg. So I'm gonna roll a d6. Okay, no, it will be you, Yvain. Zarvolg, you're watching the path. You have your goggles on that make things extra sightly. And Finch is traveling on horseback, and Ember's on horseback, and Yvain, you're always looking around, looking for new beasts, things to transform into. And you see this beautiful horse. Off to the right, maybe about a half a mile off, this beautiful white, like perfectly white horse, like unreasonably so. Gorgeous mane, long tail, a little extra flare of fur around the hooves, a true like immaculate example of the beauty of horses. And you look upon and you recognize, because you are a ranger, and as you assess creatures for beasts and whatnot, something tells you this is no mere horse. And then two massive wings spread from its back and sort of furl back up as it sort of
I'm
just kind of
trying to get his
clops around
attention,
and
but I'm like,
eats the grass a little. Who's he? Zarval?
Zar.
Yep. Zar. Yep.
All right, so I'll look over with my. I mean, I guess the first thing I'm going to do is just look at it. So I should get like better perception, I think, with it. But I don't know if there's anything additional to see or not.
She leans over and
yeah, make a.
she says, "Don't shoot it."
Make a make me a perception check at advantage if you want to take a closer look at it.
$21 at advantage.
You zoom in with your goggles and you see this. You yourself see it. You have never seen such a beautiful horse in all your life. Maybe occasionally when nobles have made their way past astride beautiful war steeds, or strong, durable war steeds, but never have you seen one that carries such grace with it alongside it. It is perfectly white. Think Shadowfax, but more flair here and there, and then of course the great, beautiful, massive wings that sprout from its shoulders.
Finch is gonna grab their like holy amulet and like just feel like they're having some kind of like beyond experience, because I'm not sure that they would have witnessed anything like that.
As you grab your holy symbol, Finch, and you look over, the horse sort of looks sort of in the direction of your party with its black eyes, and it hangs on all of you for a moment in this breathless moment of like, as you sort of watch this creature of mythology sort of stare at you, this once in a lifetime sight, and then the wings come up and it starts galloping across the grasslands, taking flight as it sort of beckons off into the air, taking flight up into the sky and away towards the clouds, and the sun disappearing into the sun itself as if it came from the heavens above.
Well then.
I wonder if I can do that. I would like to do that.
Well, there's something you don't see every day.
Of course.
Clutching my amulet. What was that? What was that?
Do I actually know what it was?
I mean,
Anyone who wishes to can either make a nature or religion check.
Hey,
Yeah, I could. I think I could make a.
I think this is more of a religion check, actually. I'm gonna say stick with religion.
Oh, that's okay because I'm proficient in that.
shockingly, I'm not.
Not that it's gonna help me any. That's a 13.
I got a 16.
Okay.
yeah, I'll make a check, but I'm trying to remember, and I'm having a hard time finding it. Isn't the place where Zarvog was born famous for red Pegasus?
They called themselves. They said Pegasi, but they didn't ride them. They rode griffins, I believe, either griffins or hippogriffs or something like that. But they used the word Pegasi.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it wasn't. They're not. He wouldn't have seen anything like this.
I think the best, like, I don't know if this is accurate, but imagine like the word Pegasi is interchangeable in the Goblin language for like flying mount.
Flying
something
out.
like
Yeah,
that.
sure. Yep, absolutely. Okay. So what were we rolling?
Religion.
Okay. Okay. 3.
Zarvog, you have never heard of a creature of such grace as this. You don't know what that is. But Yvain and Finch, you two have heard tales of the white-winged horses known as Pegasi that soar through the skies, visions of grace and majesty. They are noble mounts, prized by the greatest warriors, as they are considered faster and less temperamental than even griffins or hippogriffs or even wyverns. So they're highly prized, but they're considerably wild and shy, but are as intelligent as any humanoid, but cannot be traditionally broken or tamed. Their loyalty must be gained in different ways, and they will only ever serve good-aligned creatures as mounts. But when they do so, they will forge a lifelong bond with that individual. Legend has it they come from the Olympian glades of Aboria, where they take to the skies and serve as faithful mounts for the Tal'Dorei, the gods of the elves. They have been known to be sent by the gods of the plain of Aboria in times of great need for their champions. So, that is a elven or Olympian thing, Pegasi.
I thought they were just children's tales.
Exactly.
All right.
They also mate for life, because that's cute.
Yeah. Well, what would one be doing out here? That's a sign, right? That's got to be a sign.
Grazing, running, flying.
Yes, I saw that. But I mean, let's be existential here.
I
Right.
mean, that is sort of your thing. It, literally, the whole gut sign. Yeah. I mean, it could be. You don't see them every day. I didn't actually know for sure they existed. Not for real. I mean, the Heart of the Mountain said that he'd seen one. But he's such a liar. Like, you don't actually believe half of what he said. Like, there's no way he's actually done the things he said. No one actually believes him. You know, so, like, he says that he's written a hippogriff. Like, that's just bullshit. We all know it. But
Well,
had
we
so
just all
much
saw
fun.
that. It happened. But why?
It's totally different.
But why? I don't. There's got to be a reason.
But why?
Why?
I don't actually have an answer for that.
Right? Because like it's a children's fable. Why would such a creature be out here grazing and flying?
To let you know that we're on the right path or something
See, yeah, I think
equally
that's what we're sort of getting at.
mystic.
You do realize I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to do that.
Well, Bahamut does work in mysterious ways. Okay, I believe that.
Of course, it occurs to me, Yvain, that if you're pretty sure that the heart of the mountain is a terrible, awful liar, and he tells stories about items like this, what other items has he been assumed to be lying about that are true? Perhaps it would be better to assume that he's always telling the truth.
That's terrifying. Oh God, no.
There's that many wise tales that he's told?
First of all, do you have any idea how many children he has?
Oh,
Oh
dear.
my
Continents
god.
everywhere.
Yvain, please stop. I gotta keep track of all this shit.
Stop your lore immediately.
Stop making more lore.
Canonically, he has one child.
Not anymore. Unless we're creating the lore that Yvain's actually a horrible, horrible liar.
Right?
I'm sorry, I swear I didn't think about
fine.
this. I was just riffing on what was in the book about him, that's all. It's only like 3 sentences. They didn't give you very much.
No, they did not.
So
That's okay.
anyway, actually, so look, here's the thing. I've been thinking about words because sometimes I'm not very good with them, and I miss things that are important, like when Corin implored me to go home with all possible haste, I think were the words he used, and yeah, what's the fastest way to Terra? I mean, let's be in Westrunn, let's see what's in Westrunn, but we had to go into Westrunn, let's be here. But then how do we get to Terra? What's the fastest? Calculating everything.
Well, let's get to Westrunn first, and we'll borrow additional trouble when we get there, I'm sure.
Yeah. I can tell you, never have I ever wanted to get to a library so much. We have a very small one in Terra, and I spent most of my time avoiding it.
Guess we move onward then, right?
For the love of all that's holy, come here.
All right. Gonna continue on to Westrunn?
Yep.
All right. Nothing happens today. Nothing happens that night. You can continue your training, Yvain, and your. Give me a perception check for beasties.
I'm sorry, did we mark off a long rest yet or no? Because I didn't.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Mark
we
off the long rest, and true to your thoughts, your health will be restored to you on the waking up. Where do I put my little jars? Where are my little jars? There they are.
Where are me jars?
Where are me jars? Did you do your perception check, Yvain?
So I was going to ask, for a little bit, instead of doing that, could I do making potions? Is that a possibility?
I'm gonna say making potions on the back of a moving horse is a little beyond what I'm gonna allow.
Equestrian
Yeah,
alchemy.
I just wanted to see if that was like if there was any downtime during the travel process. It's fine. Yeah, sure. I would love to make a perception check.
Okay.
That's not going to yield anything. That's like a 15.
Unfortunately, it seems that the planes are just a little bit scarce today. Other than, of course, the full Pegasus that you saw.
Yeah, and that one's not. I mean, that's only marginally better. That's 16. Like it's meh. I just saw a Pegasus. It's cool.
Nice. Okay. You will all go to sleep. You will all awaken. Long rest had again. No issues. Zarvolg, you think that if your party hits a fast pace today, you could probably make it to Westrunn by sundown. Or you could keep your normal pace, rest in the dividing plains, and then make it into the city in the morning. Your choice, your party's choice. But you understand that's sort of your options.
All right. So what he just said.
Hurry, get there by dusk. Sleep in the dividing plains, get there by dawn.
I vote go fast and get there before nighttime and rest inside the city.
I'm good with that. Are we able to talk while we ride quick?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're not in like a full gallop. It's just that your horse is in like a bit of a canter rather than just like a brisk walk.
All right, then yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Let's sleep
Let's
in
see
bed
here.
tonight. Yes.
Sleeping in bed tonight. Yep. Okay. Is there anything you guys wanted to do on your day of travel? Because you won't have. This was crazy. From here to Zephyr, you guys had one random encounter, and it was a Pegasus, just to look beautiful and pretty while you guys were around, which is crazy. That's some odds for you. But anyway, is there anything you
Look,
guys wanted to
We
do
need
as
the
you make
luck,
your approach?
okay? Carmen and I need our souls to recover a little bit.
Listen,
All right, fair enough.
This is so healing right now. I need
You don't
some
want
help.
relentless death and despair in all of your campaigns?
Right? No.
I
No?
need some
Oh,
help.
fine.
That's good. Now, so while we're writing, Evain's going to broach the conversation to Ember specifically, but sort of in general. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Right, so we're going into another city, and up until now, Stilben has been the biggest city I've ever been in, and actually, Zephyr is the second biggest city I've ever been in because Terra is quite a bit smaller and more rugged. I really stood out from Stilben, and I worry that that's going to get us in trouble, make things more difficult for us in weird ways. I mean, it's great that we have a story that we can laugh about, but, like, is there something I can do to be less, I don't know.
Honestly, I think you're fine. You're forthright and straightforward. There may be some naivete, but without Dodger, we're all sort of in that bucket anyway. So
I was thrown out of an inn because they thought I was soliciting sexual favors.
Well, let's look at where we were at though. You know, I feel like also we have to look at the company we were keeping there. So again, I'm not certain is you or your actions, like Ember said. I think maybe it also had to do with where we were.
That feels like not taking personal responsibility, you know?
Well, you didn't do anything to like. I don't recall you mentioning that you had said anything strange or acted in a way that would.
No, I
Have
was
plus-
just learning how to heal. I was just
Right.
those people that were broken all the time. I was just trying to help, and they were just, it's very distressing. They were taking it the wrong way.
Right.
Might
so like
I
I'm not-
suggest a temple district or a hospital or someplace like that, as opposed to outside an inn? Context matters.
I love Ember so
Or
much.
and an inn directly across the street from a whorehouse, which is where we were.
Can't blame.
Context.
Yeah.
All right, fair. That's confusing, right?
All right,
Because I'm pretty certain that there were women on the other side of the street who were actually soliciting. And if that's your bag, that's fine. I'm not making any. But I think you were trying to help and, heal the sick and wounded. And
But
context
not in that way.
matters.
Not in that way.
Now,
All
by
right,
the same
all
by the
right,
same
I'm
token,
pressing
if you had offered to charge them for it as opposed to give it away, that probably would have been taken with less suspicion and ire, perhaps.
Okay.
So what he's
Mystery
saying,
is going to be fun.
in this city, try not to give it away.
Good to know.
Amazing.
All right. On to the city.
Not at
On
all
to the
answer
city.
I was hoping for.
Okay. Ooh, I gotta hide that because you guys don't own a map yet. Hang on a second. All right. All the good stuff's happening in roll 20 right now, folks. Just so you know.
I'm in roll 20. I don't
That's
see
where
it.
that's where I get to show off all my cool stuff I've been prepping. Okay. No, I don't like that music. Westrunn. Trying to find cool ambiance. Let's try that. Yeah, okay, let's do that instead. You find yourselves approaching Westrunn. Some of you have made your way through here, others may not have. But nonetheless, the city of Westrunn is the center of Tal'Dorei, a crossroads of cultures along the silver-cut roadway that welcomes adventurers, traders, and vagabonds of all kind. Despite the name, Westrunn is more east than west, and was in fact... Oh, that's all stuff that isn't that important. But what you see is what you get here. You approach its large exterior walls, and its many trained soldiers who roam the countryside. But outside, you see many little cities, not cities, but little towns have grown up, many farms, all sprouting out and outward, and the place is open for business. People are making their way in from the various farmer fields into the city. Others are here and there, but nonetheless, Westrunn lies before you. Mostly humans, but there's plenty of gnomes who walk around too, but it is about more than half of all the individuals you'll see in this city are, of course, human, because we all know that humans breed like rabbits. But there are gnomes. There's a sizable portion, about 7% of the people here are tieflings, and you wouldn't be unused to seeing orcs and even a couple of half-giants. Some people may know of their past with this city, but they have, nonetheless, some of them, been welcomed here. you find yourself in Westrunn, the city that centers Tal'Dorei. You ride in, back your horses. Some people look up, and maybe some of them find majesty in all of you as you walk by. Small children, farmers who watch the mercenaries, the holy paladin, the great noble ranger, the shopkeep, and the druid. All approach. Well, Ember's got like a flaming hand following him around. So nonetheless, you all walk in with mystery and adventure about you. You draw attention and excitement as you make your way through the city centers. And lo and behold, Westrunn is open to you. You'll be making your way through the eastern gate and find yourself quickly within the residential ward, which is jammed packed with houses and people living there. What would you like to do?
You want to look for something a little more commercial, I assume.
Yeah, Ember, would you seem like somebody who would know how to select an excellent inn.
I'm certain that we can get a recommendation from one of the city guardsmen. I'm certain that they get asked all the time. And probably get a kickback from the ones that they recommend.
Let us go.
Oh,
find
Jesus.
some. Oh dear.
And here's a handout. Westrunn. Yes, I had forgotten. As you guys ride into the city and make your way through, you find sort of juxtaposed behind the city the massive mountain of Get Shadow that sort of sits loomingly over top of the city and its outlying towns, just sort of peering down, giving this place a sort of evil presence behind it that might loom on your minds as you walk here and there. Just as a reminder.
When we head into Westrunn themselves, is there are there guards at the city gate?
Oh, absolutely.
And I'll ask one of them for a recommendation where a merchant and a small padre can find lodging for a few days.
Absolutely. Yep, you look at one of the guards and he says, "Well, hello there. Hello there, adventurer. Yeah, you're looking for somewhere to stay. There's plenty of places. Let me just think. Let me just noodle on it, if you will, just for a moment. Let's see. Well, you're in the residential ward right now, I might recommend the Sun-Kissed Tavern and Inn. It's fair sized. It's a tavern and an inn, drinking and beds. Yeah, the Sun-Kissed Tavern, houses, local farmers go there after work. It's got an attached stable. I see that you have some steeds with you. It might be a good place to stable them. It's a convenient spot for businesses. I'm probably giving you way too much information. You just asked where to stay. So anyway, that's it. Sun-Kissed Tavern and Inn, just down there, sir.
Thank you kindly, sir. And
of course.
I will slip him a silver piece.
Well, thank you kindly. Have a good one. And he'll let you go. Yeah, not too far away, you guys will find yourself making your way up to just that, the Sun-Kissed Tavern and Inn. It's a two-story. It's fairly big, and as promised, it does have an attached stables, which is fairly convenient. And you see people sort of flooding in and out the tavern, full to bursting, with various local farmers and whatnot. If you guys want to stable your horses there and the steeds there, you absolutely can. I did forget, you guys have been on the road for 2 days. Everybody mark off 2 rations, and that would be 12 12 feed for the whole
Okay.
bunch, or everybody, you know. But yes, you find yourself here, and stabling costs, I believe, is a silver a day per steed. So that'd be 6 silver a day.
Okay.
I'm gonna double check that to make sure I'm not spiffing you or anything, or stiffing you, I mean. Yep, stabling is 5 silver per day. So it's slightly more expensive. So that would be, for your 6 horses, that'd be 30 silver a day, so 3 gold a day. To stable all your steeds and feed them and everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it, or should I get it?
I got it.
Thank you.
All right. You make your way in, and as promised, the tavern space is wide and open. A little difficult to find a place.
Heroic dismount.
What was that?
Heroic dismount.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Heroic dismount. You go up there, and you, with a flourish of the cape, you sail off of the back of it and walk away. Why don't you make me a performance check?
11.
11? No, you step up very heroically. I would say your cloak may be obscuring a slight misstep that nobody will notice except you.
Nice. All right. All right. Now we
Luckily,
can.
it helps you hide. Yeah. Now yes. Now you walk in. You open up. Again, tavern full to bursting. Lots of farmers and residences, and maybe a mercenary or two here and there. And behind, you see a couple of barkeeps and barmaids and whatnot walking around. But behind the tavern, you see this rather gruff-looking half-orc in his later years. He looks old, but he's still strong. Graying hair and such, receding hairline, but nonetheless strong and stocky, and sort of like make sure everything's running well and keeps things going. And you may find yourselves a place to sit if that is what you wish.
Let's get an ale.
An ale. After a long journey on the road, you are going to reward yourself with a fine ale, a Westrunn ale.
bath. Food and bath.
Food and bath, please. Incredible. So, if you all sit down and you order a round of ales, that's 4 copper apiece for a mug of ale. You can also get a gallon of ale for yourselves. That's 2 silver. And then for like a proper dinner, you guys could all, and this place is pretty comfy. You guys could all get yourself some food for 5 silver apiece. Cover your rations for the day.
All right.
Ooh, I get to pull out my Heroes Feast book and tell you some kind of fancy fantasy meal you're eating. Oh shit, it all fell over, it's fine. Oh, let's see, what are you being served? Okay. Let's see here. No, we got a little more quality than this, I would say. This isn't really a seafood kind of place. Ooh, okay. As you guys are, there's a whole bunch of you, they say, well, give us a minute. We're gonna get you something real tasty for the table. And they come back with brown roasted turkey with sausage stuffing and what they call drippings, but is gravy. So they bring you over a turkey and sausage stuffing gravy dinner that is hearty and delicious, along with a big bubbling, foaming mug of ale for each individual.
Oh, that sounds so fucking good. Yeah.
Are you feeling hungry? Feeling hungry?
No.
Yeah, for sure.
Like she probably has practically face person to the food and stops. Then starts eating like a human.
Fen looks up at you from the side of the table, Zarvolk, and whines.
Sure. But obviously he's gonna have some.
Get the man a plate.
Right.
Yeah. Well, the woman will look at you and she'll be like, "Oh, I could bring over a leg for him if you want."
That would be great. Thank you.
And he will, and they'll charge you 3 silver. And they're gonna bring him a big, meaty turkey leg.
Oh, good. He needs something to get the taste of ghost out of his mouth.
And he chews up all the meat off of it happily. He just devours the meat off of it, and then sits there probably for the rest of the night, just trying to chew that bone up.
I love Ben.
Happy, a dog and a bone. Fen the Ghost Slayer. Weakness, bone.
I feel like Ben needs to have like accruing titles.
The legend will grow, but they will never know it's just a dog.
A dog, yes.
We've heard of the adventure of Fen, the slayer of ghosts, the killer of lions.
He needs his own biographer bard to travel
Yes.
around.
You can hire one, you can if you want
Take
to.
this down. Take this down.
The Chronicle.
Don't even take this down.
Everybody take this down.
For 2 silver a day, or excuse me, 2 gold a day, you can hire a skilled bard to document all of yours and Fen's adventures.
Please. It's gonna be Monty.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, Montgomery, she's like, "Oh, damn it, you found me already." I ain't forgotten what you did to me. Alright. Okay. You see that this tavern, this half-orc walks up to all of you. He goes, "Well, hello there. You're all new in town. Bunch of adventurers, huh? Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Ulf. I run the tavern. If you ever need anything, any information or whatnot, feel free to let me know. Hope you've enjoyed your meal. You're gonna be wanting beds for the night."
Indeed, yes, please.
Right, we charge 8 silver a room. We can get double beds if you want, or if you want your privacy. We can do 4 rooms, of course. We got the space.
Yeah. 4 rooms is good. I think so.
3. I'm actually gonna try something else.
Oh.
Very well. Yep, for 8 silver a room. And anyone who wants to put down 8 silver can stay here. Says, "Well, very well. Thank you very much." And he tells you where the rooms are. And he goes, "Yes, if you're looking for work, or if you're looking for some locations around the city to visit, don't hesitate to ask me. I'm always around." He's got a cane. He goes, "Oh, yes, young lady."
I heard that you had a very good library here.
That's putting it lightly. The Cobalt Reserve is indeed in the city, and you will find no shortage of books in there. We also have West Hall Academy. There's no shortage of centers of learning here in Westrunn.
If I wanted to go do research on something, do you just walk in and say, "Hello, I would like to do some research"? Do you have to pay someone? How do you? I'm sorry, I've never been to.
There's no need. There's no need to be sorry. Yeah, if you go to the Northwest Ward, it is home to the Cobalt Reserve. It is it's Tal'Dorei's largest public library and private archive. Much of the library is public. If you're looking for something a little bit more specific, that may be in their archives, and they may not be willing to fully share that, but you all seem adventuring types. You might be resourceful enough to, I don't know, intrigue them. But again, that's no shortage of places to learn. Let's see, where else? What other institutions we have here? Knowledge seekers come from all across the Dividing Plains. Again, as I said, West Hall Academy is most renowned. One of the most renowned academies in all of Tal'Dorei. There's also the College of the Savvy, a school for arts founded by a storied bard and champion of No, never mind. That's, you probably don't want to know about all that. It's all history and whatnot. I don't want to bore you.
I love history.
Oh, it's not much, but there's, again, as I said, the College of the Savvy, School of Arts. It was founded by a bard and champion of institution referred only to as the White Duke. A very mysterious individual. There's also a number of fortune tellers here. You may have seen the big structure with the orb on top and the big telescope attached to it. We have a number of diviners and seers in the city that often contemplate the stars. That is a place that you might be interested in if you have an interest in the sky at night.
Yes. Where did you say they were? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's quite all right. It's known as the Humanor Observatory. Westwood's a fairly flat city, and it makes it easy to. That's what I've been told. It's a very flat city on the plains, so it makes it easy to see the stars, except for Gat Shadow, of course. But it's at the edge of the Scholars Ward, near West Hall Academy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's quite all right. Is there anybody else? Oh, yes, you, sir.
Go back to pick you all up in the morning. Stay here until I get back, and you point me to the nearest brothel.
I see, my friend. You give you a pat on the back. He says, "Young man, need to keep that energy up." All right, and I have a less cool and specific location for you for that. You go down the street, you take a right, you'll find what you need. That's basically what he says.
Right.
Seems inappropriate at this point for me to ask about your places of worship, but
Oh, no, yes, by no means. Why would he goes, why would that be an unusual thing? There's nothing wrong with sex and that stuff. They're completely unrelated to religion.
sure, yes. Oh, you're right.
He says, yes, there's quite a few places in town. He looks at your holy symbol and goes, oh, Paladin of Bahamut. You'll want to be going to Bahamut's Rest. It's at the southern end of the Temple Terrace. And you'll find it there. It's hard to miss. It is a temple of alabaster and silver with the great platinum dragon hanging high above. You might even find Lady Kima Vord here. She usually frequents here at times. Very famous adventurer, if you know her.
We are acquainted, yes.
Oh, you've met before. How interesting. She doesn't have time for a lot. But it is a welcome place for the forgotten, the impressed, and the hungry. So feel free to go there. You'll want to speak to Overseer Simar. She's the keeper of the temple.
Thank you.
Of course. There's also the First Bastion, Temple to Arathis. It's the largest temple in the district. It's another beautiful, beautiful place. The Wild Boar, the Temple of Melora, the Wild Mother. There's also a temple...
What was that? I'm sorry? Melora?
That's in the temple ward. There is a temple to Melora, the Wild Mother. It's known as the Wild Arbor. We also have a temple dedicated to the Matron of Ravens, and there's also and that's that's pretty much it. That's all there is, and you'll find those, of course, in the temple ward. Any other questions? Anyone?
Okay, sorry. Thank you so much.
You, sir?
I was just wondering where your market square and what the market days were.
That's quite all right. Well, you'll find the market in the market ward. It's right next to the temple ward, to the southwestern part of the city. You can find many really good shops there. There's the Exandria Exchange. Well, your adventures, you'll probably want to visit Gilmore's Glorious Goods. They happen to have a branch here. Market days. We have plenty of goods always coming in and out at all days. But market day, it's tomorrow. Why not? I mean, I don't say why not. That was a weird thing for me to say. I'm just an NPC.
Fantastic. Thank you very kindly, sir.
No issue at all. And again, if you ever need anything, Ulf has your back. And he'll give you a stern nod, and he'll return to work.
I like him.
Ooh, I'm so excited for you to visit West. It's gonna be good. All right.
Like I said, I will see you in the morning, and I'm gonna head for the brothel.
Finn gets up with his bone.
Yeah, he's coming.
You could stay with me.
Well, you don't want to kill his innocence?
He doesn't have to go.
Let's preserve some things.
There's no innocence. He's killed. He's a monster.
He is a monster.
He's a murderer. He's a ghost murderer. So Zarvog very proudly takes his warhound and heads for the brothel. I've never really thought of. Jesus. Let's see.
Rule
here.
34.
Rule 34. Incredible. Okay, Zarvog. You've been directed to a fairly nice brothel. There's no courtesans, so to speak. There's no men or women of exceptional, like, personal, to take your arm and travel about you the night. Nothing like that. But nonetheless, it is a fine brothel, and you can purchase yourself some company for a gold piece for the hour. But if you wanted to, like, make a night of it and have a room there, that would be a little closer to 5 gold.
Yeah, give me the room.
All right, for 5 gold pieces, you get yourself a room in the company of an individual of your choosing. And you can, of course, continue to throw gold at it, and things get better and better and better and better.
All right. I think probably just the night will do.
Fair enough. And Fen sits in the corner with his bone, completely oblivious, and very happy with his own accomplishments. Okay, what about the rest of you? You gonna get some sleep?
Yep, that's the plan.
All right, let's see if someone murders you guys in the night. Nope, don't worry, not tonight.
Not a funny joke, Ryan.
A burglar comes in and steals all your armor. No, I'm kidding.
Just stabs you and takes your death rolls, and your character's done. Sorry.
Yeah, so I rolled a nat 20, assassin comes in and kills you for no particular reason.
Fuck.
Now you guys all find yourselves to a long rest without issue.
The assassin is Dodger. Haha.
Yeah, it was me all alone, you fucks.
I'm the big bad.
On the big bed of level 5. All right, let's go to a break. Let's go to a break a little early, but I think it's the right time.
Fair enough.
Awesome. I love it.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
I know. I was actually wondering if we were even going to play next week or not. On Sunday.
Oh, I can be ready to go. I can put numbers on the page and be ready to go.
That's true.
Come on.
You know Griff will. And I think Wendy is just going to re-roll probably her same character. It sounded like.
I'm betting that Ryan lets her take the exact same character and just put a different name on it.
Uh-huh.
I wish they'd do something like play a swashbuckling fighter, same kind of vibe, but more upfront stabby, less first person to go in
Yeah.
and check things out. Person responsible for communicating information back and forth.
Yeah, we need to push Steph to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that usually goes to the assassin rogue, but she can't do it. She's never played before. It's nothing. There's a lot she needs. You don't know what you don't know, right? Like,
Right,
it's
for
not
sure.
fair.
Oh, for sure.
There's a lot to that freaking role that's not in the description, especially in how we're using it. You know, there's a lot of, oh yeah, no, you have to go around this corner, and then it's another stealth check, and it's another perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Not just
and
stabbies.
you know,
please keep the following in mind as an option. If you've got somebody who has find familiar and they've got a small familiar, you can use them as the go and find out within a certain degree of range. If that same caster has minor illusion, there is exactly what is being seen.
The only person with a familiar was Winnie, but that was an owl, so not discreet.
yeah, not discreet in the middle of the day, like.
And I really thought about it, and I was like, I don't know if us having Taylor there or not would have mattered.
I don't know. I don't know.
Can you imagine if those crocodiles would have been let out of that cage at the very end?
No.
I think Shroud would have just been eaten.
Bolts and all. Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. No.
When I saw that, I was like, Ryan, please, no.
Like, listen, I'm dealing with my heart palpitations right now. Like,
I didn't know that.
I'm trying not to be a big pansy about it. I realize I need to be a grown up.
I didn't know that Steph left combat with 3 hit points.
Yeah.
She could have easily gone down. And then I don't know.
Yeah.
I said maybe we would have gotten lucky if, like what we did in this campaign where Ryan let us roll medicine checks and then we ended up being like unconscious, because like I don't have a healing potion. I couldn't have brought her back.
Here's what would have made a difference. And it could have turned the whole fucking thing. If I would have gotten to heal myself before that thing got to roll its damage on me.
Mm-hmm.
That one thing would have changed everything.
Oh, and not having another player go into an initiative with 7 HP.
Right? But then I would have been able to get her up next round.
Right.
Right? I wouldn't even have to, like...
Last night's
I don't want to rehash it. I'm bringing in, like, seriously. Bring in an over the top. Okay, so you're gonna know what I mean. I'm gonna bring in a raid healer.
Yeah, last night's combat made me acutely aware of how appreciative I am of Finch with healing spells, because my fighter has nothing. I was like thinking, and I was like, I can't do anything. I hate this.
Well, your fighter has wicked AC, so like the funny thing is with you is that like the Sturges were never going to attack you because
I don't have any blood. That was the saving thing.
Well, and also you have a fucking wicked AC,
Yeah.
which does not hurt at all.
No, besides that, and then I feel like the fighter maneuvers, man, are bomb. Like Battlemaster.
Oh yeah, you took out 3 guys in one shot at level 3. I was like, holy fuck.
Riposte, lovely.
Riposte
so
is tasty ass.
Action
spell.
surge, riposte.
Yeah. Well, level 4 is going to help you guys out because that's a huge bump. Because I give you feet and ASI, so that should be a huge bump.
Been noodling how I want to handle that.
So what do you mean? You take martial versatility and get another superiority dice and another maneuver.
Yeah.
2 maneuvers.
I saw that.
It's the only way to go. in my opinion.
That's it, baby.
That's it.
I was looking at Sentinel and I was like, I know that that's a good feat too, but I was like, needed right now, maybe not. No, I really was like on the fence about it.
All right. Ready for Westrunn?
Let's go.
Yep.
Oh yes. But Nicole, I want to
We'll
talk.
go
After,
split the party.
I want to talk after class.
Please say split the party.
Start the recording. Oh, it is already?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're in a city. It's pretty safe inside cities. You can split the party. All right. You all wake up in your various states of being. Zarvog, probably butt naked. Finch, in quiet contemplation. And Yvain and Ember, I don't know. Whatever you guys do. But yes, you guys all wake up. Westrunn lies before you, the great and central city, a great trade city. What would you like to do?
I feel like
I'd
Yvain's
go to-
like Anna in Frozen in the morning. Just like hair's out of control, or it would be, but it's super, super short right now. So it looks like Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, Fuzzy Wuzzy, because it's only like, if we were like, ooh, it's fantasy setting, it grows extra fast, it would still only be like 1-inch curls. So it's like,
Oh, you're still kind of doing a buzz thing here. You've only lost your hair for about a month now.
oh,
But
well, in which
you're in the
case,
city.
yeah.
And there's a glorious, glorious place in the city to help with certain strange afflictions.
Oh, I'm not spending money on that, but I'll get a hat. Come on now.
All right.
Heck yeah, hat.
So you're going hat shopping, you mean?
Oh, please.
Yeah, so
Fashion
at the
show.
beginning, like I would actually go looking for Finch and hoping everyone would be there and basically say, all right, I'm going shopping. I feel like I should go shopping. I don't know why. I just feel like it's something I should do. Deeply, I feel like it's something I should do. So would you like to come shopping with me?
Yes, I would. Yeah, that sounds great. Cathartic. Yes, shopping.
Should we
Yeah.
tell the others?
Yes.
Is Zarvog still in the brothel?
He made his way back early before you got up.
Oh, damn. Because Yvain would so have gone over there.
No,
Without
Zarvog
thinking
doesn't spend any more
twice.
money. Zarvog doesn't
No.
spend any more money than he needs to, and they charge by the hour.
Now Fen shows up late with like glasses on, his like puppy arms around two young dogs.
Please.
Oh,
And a monocle.
and hand shows up with a monocle with another hand. Pinkies. No, I'm kidding. All right, Mark. It sounds like.
yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. So, you guys leave. I just want to tell you about the sights you see on the way. You know. All right. You guys are walking along. You guys leave and make your way down the road. People are in the streets. Westrunn is full city. There's lots of people no matter where you turn. And as you're making your way, you're going to be walking along and you're going to find as you're walking along, you're going to find a tangle of tunnel. Oh, no, never mind. Is the underwalk gates a 40-foot wide staircase. You guys are walking along, and as you're going, you see this 40-foot wide staircase just off of the walkway that seems to descend into a gaping but openly lit by torchlit place under the city. And people seem to sort of come in and out. Not too many people, but some people. But it seems to lead into this place under the city. That's one of the sights you see. You continue on, presumably. Getting directions as you go, you make your way down the main street, and you find yourselves in the Opal Ward. The central district seems to be the municipal heart of the city. There's no residential housing, except for one. You see the big, beautiful Lord Mayor's residence. It looks more like a fortress than an actual home, and also a massive public square. Let me see if I can get more information on these places. The Lord... There we are. Lower Mayor, government. I guess I'll just scroll, make my life easy. 7, 5. Yes, the Lord Mayor's residence. You guys are walking and you see a squat manor in the Opal Ward. It seems to be quite defensible. Again, highly fortified compound, buttressed against an entire military barracks. You don't see more than that, but you know, the central of the city seems to be quite the little fortress there. And also quite interesting, across this large public gathering space, you see a statue. A plaque underneath it says "The Black King," or it just simply says "Black King." You see, okay, I'm trying to, here we go. It seems to be a statue of, oh my god, sorry guys, we're trying to get a description for this fucking thing. Oh, you see, it's basically a massive statue of some kind of well-decorated man. More than this, you do not know. If you wanted to, you could roll a history check to see what you know about the Black King. But you see this man sort of standing dutifully, almost watching over the city. Is anyone rolling?
Mm-hmm. 14 on the dice, I think. I've got a plus
nice.
1. What did you say, history?
History, yep.
15.
15. You are standing before the statue of Palast Westrunn, a philosopher and the man who established the city. But you also happen to know that the Black King is a subtle jab at the city's tyrannical previous ruler, Umbrasyl, that was defeated by Vox Machina so very long ago. But yes, the people of Westrunn say that this peaceful civilization is watched over by the Black King until such a time as he is called upon. But for now, he stands watching.
Very cool.
All right. Continue on your way. As far as the people you see as you walk around, it wouldn't be unusual for you to actually see members of the clasp walking around openly. Walking around, symbol in tow, actually being treated like, oh, it's a pleasure, shaking hands, young kids sort of walking up and they're like, nod and like flip them a copper. They seem to definitely have a sort of folk hero reputation here in Westrunn, this little criminal enterprise. And you begin to make your way down the southern road that splits the Temple Ward from the Market Ward. And there you go, making your way into the Temple Ward. You are going to find all kinds of shops, things to see, but most importantly, you're going to see, 3 shops in particular. Okay, this is the Exandria Exchange. Where are you, Exandria's Exchange? No, you're not gonna... No? Oh, Exandrian exchange. My apologies. Yes, you all make your way into the market ward. The southwestern ward contains the majority of the businesses here. Trade stands and production warehouses. Some of the businesses seem to have historical fixtures to the city, but many seem to be rebuilt just recently. Many seem to be selling wares ridiculously overpriced, catering towards perhaps yourselves, tourists, or even the city's own wealthy elite. The currently in fashion for. It's currently in you see, many of them are second-story buildings. The most significant building in the ward seems to be a building that has a plaque over it that says the Exandrian Exchange, a marble-walled auction house with hundreds of vendors. Hawk rare and unusual items from across Tal'Dorei seem to be sold here. There's many, many things to see, but this is just one of them. What are the plans here?
I haven't done any of it. This guy mentioned a gay place. It was gay something. A lot of G's over and over. But I don't know if it's part of this Alexandria exchange or what. You're just kind of looking at shit. I'd like to buy a hat. Maybe a hat that does something cool. But you know, a hat.
Yeah.
I want a hat and I want one now.
Daddy.
Doddy, I want a hat.
Yeah, I had some monies.
Yeah, let's go find a hat.
I earned some monies.
Spend that cash. Zarval's.
My man. My man.
I don't know what matters.
So some minutes stocks of variety include my choice, a very rare variety and lower from the prices listed in the 5th edition core rulebook. Additionally, there are always... Okay, cool. You wish to find Gilmore's glorious goods?
Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Sorry.
Only if Gilmore is also there.
Oh no, I'm just happy to be there. No, I'm that person. I'm truly just happy to be there.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, you guys approach a beautiful shop that definitely sticks out like a glorious sore thumb. Purple, as one is when their thumb is sore. Purple drapery, all kinds of crazy knickknacks and magical curiosities sit in the windows. Wands and staves and magic swords, strange orbs and baubles through the many glasses. And of course you see a little sign that hangs over top of the door that says, Gilmore's Glorious Goods. You may enter if you wish to see what's inside.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
yes.
Okay, you enter into the shop, and there lies a menagerie of purples and pinks and whatnot hanging from the ceiling. Incense burns, giving a fine scent, and you see all kinds of things. As I've previously described, there are swords, warhammers, suits of armor, wands, cloaks, staves, you name it, it's here. Boots, all kinds of wonderful things. Not many people are inside right now, as only few can afford such fine curiosities, but there is one individual. You see a half-elf individual walking around. You see this young half-elf man, probably in his mid-30s, and he just looks sleepy. He's got dark circles under his eyes with a Van Dyke goatee, and wears a purple robe with gold trim. He goes, he sees you all enter and kind of like makes his way a little lazily, but nonetheless with a little bit of tenseness to his body. He sort of gets behind the table. He goes, well, welcome to welcome to Gilmore's Glorious Goods. My name's Jerry. I'm happy to help you however I can. Please feel free to take a look around, and if you see anything you like, Want to know what it is? I'd be more than happy to help you out.
Do you have any hats, headwear, things that could potentially be interesting on the head that do more than just sit there?
Oh, I'm sure we have no shortage of headwear and hat-based sort of things. Please let me show you around. Over here. And this is where I do fucking magic item Olympics and see if I can personally recall every hat-based magic item. So give me a moment while I get that ready. But Jerry will attend to you first.
I love
Bear
it.
with me while we go alphabetically
Jerry.
down the magic item list.
My name is Steve.
Did you say something?
No.
Your name's Steve?
Yeah.
Can I help you with something, Steve?
I'm good. Just browsing.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm right over here to the hats. Sorry, those are the boots and bracers, not over there. Those are capes. Those are cauldrons. I've got a couple of circlets. Maybe just not many. Lots and lots of cloaks. We're getting there to the H. Oh, okay. Wait, I can do tags. What am I doing? Headwear. Take that, D&D Beyond. Well, they're helping me, but whatever. If you're looking for a hat, we don't have many hats in stock, but we do have one, and it should provide you with all of your hat wearing needs. And he will pull off of the shelf this wide brim hat with a feather that comes off the back. And he goes, this is known as Hat of Disguise. Hat of Disguise. While wearing the hat, it allows you to cast a spell known as Disguise Self at will, so long as you are indeed wearing the hat and are have attunement to it.
And how much is this gem? If I might ask.
It's
Oh shit! I think I used the wrong dialect for a moment. I was just so surprised by which hat it was. It wasn't the one I was fishing for, but I like it quite by the sound of it.
well, you come to a magic item shop and you'll find some magic items, I guess. Ooh, actually, I have two more hats I totally forgot about.
Oh, all right. Well, I should hear what the other two are.
Okay, well, so that's the hat of disguise. Yes, I'm glad you think so. Yeah, it says the DMG value, so I'll go by the DMG value. He says, I also have this hat. He pulls out this kind of ratty hat. It's a little ratty looking. It's got it's a little gray, but it does have like these little icons of like not wood art, maybe wood carved, maybe like crystalline carved, but it's a bat, a frog, and a rat, just sort of like on the side, and it sort of similarly folds upward, but it's a little more ratty than the original hat. He goes, this is known as the hat of the Vermin. If you're holding the hat, you can use it to command bats and frogs and rats. I wouldn't recommend wearing it because they appear inside the hat, but a lot of people, but I don't know, it could be a cool thing, you summon it in the hat and you pull it off your head and there's an animal there, and that entertains a lot of children. But
bats. You're telling me this hat controls bats, sir?
Well, you use a command word and
I'm understanding that.
It summons it summons a bat, a frog, or a rat, but they're not necessarily a friend or a hostile. You'll have to figure that out thereafter. But if you have the ability to dominate or make friends with animals, you can summon one and then make friends with it and then send it on its way. But yeah, it summons it can do 3 times a day, and it summons bats, frogs, and rats. So, but they disappear after an hour. Anyway. And here's the last one, and he pulls out, it's this antiquated cone-shaped hat that is adorned with gold crescent moons and stars. It varies the sort of Mickey Mouse wizard hat. And he goes, this is the hat of wizardry. Well, while you wear it, it does need to be attuned to by a wizard. Are you a wizard?
I am not a wizard.
then you don't want this, and he puts it away. But maybe you know a wizard. If you know a wizard, maybe you might want to buy it for your wizarding friend.
I'm a wizard.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to say that you might not be for you, but anyway, so the Hat of the Vermin and the Hat of Disguise may be for you.
The disguise hat.
Are you sure you don't want the Hat of the Vermin?
I'm so sure.
Okay, fair enough. That will be, if you wish to purchase this hat, we're selling it at 250 gold pieces.
Alright, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have that much. But, now that I know how much I need to have, I'll come back when I do.
Alright, hopefully we have it when you get back.
Zarvog looks at Ember and says, "Hey, aren't you a wizard?"
No, I'm not. Not every arcane caster is a wizard.
That's pretty offensive, my man.
Tough crowd.
Jerry, hey Jerry.
Oh, hey, hello, sir. Master Ranger, what can I do for you?
Do you have any containers, magical containers, like a bag?
Oh, like a bag?
Yeah. Something that
Oddly,
holds,
oddly specific.
something that holds lots of stuff.
Like a bag
Right.
of holding.
Oh, you've heard of these? No, okay. Yeah, we've got all kinds of stuff like that. Let me see what I got in stock. You mind if I ask what your? I don't mean to be offensive, but is your price range on the more expensive end, or are you looking for something a little bit more uncommon, uncommon?
Probably. Let's start on the modest end. Work our way.
Fair enough. Fair enough, sir. Well, you see, bag of holding. Every adventurer needs a bag of holding, and he's going to pull out from the shelf a bag of holding. You see this bag with, it has like a face on it, and it's trimmed in various spectacular colors, and it is very much a satchel. He says, "All right, a bag of holding, non-attunement item. The inside is much larger than the outside. It can hold up to about 500 pounds. It can hold up to about 60 cubic feet worth of stuff. The bag weighs about 15 pounds, no matter what you put inside of it." And then he sort of like sticks his arm into like about here. And pulls it out and goes, "Yes, I'm going to give you a little safety label with it if you purchase it, because there's stuff you should be careful of, like putting a demiplane inside of another demiplane, and that could tear a hole in the space-time continuum, literally. But so I wouldn't recommend it. But also, if you turn the bag inside out, all your stuff spills out, and there's a number of things to watch out for. But yes, bag of holding. If you wish to purchase this, it's going to come at a price of 200 gold pieces, sir.
Turns to the group and kind of says, "I don't have 200 gold pieces, but is this something that we want to?"
Can we just
Man,
go
as a
in on
group
it?
on?
Like, could
Yeah.
you each put in 50? Because I would put in 50 for it.
Yeah, I'll put in 50 for it.
Yeah, I will absolutely put in
Yes, sorry.
50 for
I didn't
it.
realize I was on mute. I'll put in 54.
I can't. I'm trying to budget out our stay here, and I'm deeply concerned that we may run lean.
Yeah. All right. I can put in. I can do 100 for to finish out the bag.
I'll split it with you.
Yeah, as I say, I have, because I got a decent amount of gold from doing that fighting and all. So I can contribute if you want me to put in 100 instead.
All right. 100 from me and 50 from each of you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Cool.
Who, Finch, do you want to carry it?
I can.
All right. Bag of holding it is. Yay!
Yay!
Oh. So I have another question of something that's probably way too expensive, but I'd like to know how much to save up for. Do you have like a bag of holding, but it was refrigerated? So it was like a bag of
Oh, I've never heard of anything like that in my entire life.
What's refrigerated?
Yeah, what is refrigerated?
made cold, kept cold.
Well, this is Gilmore's Glorious Goods. If you had a special request for a magic item and the gold to commission it, I have no doubt that our benefactor would be more than capable of enchanting such a thing.
Above the table, I think it's called a chest of preservation.
I don't know.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if I'd actually described it well.
No, bag of clothing I think was a total thing in season 1.
Just above the table for if I'm gonna carry the bag, I should just add the what's it called, bag of holding from the inventory.
Yep, standard bag of holding.
Okay, I want to make sure I was adding the right one.
Yeah, and it should create a inventory slot in your. Yeah.
It did. Yep.
Cool.
Wondrous item.
Okay. You look like adventuring types. Am I right in thinking that you're pretty well armed to the teeth?
We do a we get around.
Well, if you're worried about, monetary wealth and such, I know Westrunn is having a bit of a problems with some I don't know, something to do with livestock. I don't get out much, but I know that there is. If you want a little, you could always help out. I have an individual who does a little commission with us sometime, who's a member of the League of Miracles. She comes in here every now and then. You might want to reach out to her. She might know a little thing or two. She seems to be very concerned. Her name is Honor Kinnenbari. She's a tiefling. She's a white tiefling. You can probably find her around the market ward. She's pretty well celebrated here. She helped rebuild the place a couple of years ago.
All right. That sounds great.
I don't even think it was wasn't a couple of years. It was actually fairly recent. Yeah, she helped rebuild the market ward. We wouldn't believe what happened. And I'm gonna tell you all about it because I'm a nosy fucker. But yeah, the market ward was devastated. This herd of magma land sharks just came down from the Cliff Keep Mountains and took out the place, and it got resolved. But this girl Honor, she on behalf of the League of Miracles, she fully rebuilt the place. She's pretty talented, and she seems to want to help out with all the farmers. So maybe you could seek her out, and maybe she could help you with the contract.
I absolutely will. That's a great idea. Thank you. Thank you so much. So clearly, I've never been to a shop like this. This place is glorious. What kinds of things might you recommend to an adventuring party that's maybe these are their first magic items they're buying? Like, what kinds of things might you suggest?
Well, if you're fairly new to adventuring, you're going to need to take cost into consideration. So I'd recommend something maybe a little bit more common to give you a little flair, a little help. Let's see. Well, let me go person to person. He's going to go around. Going to look at what he's got. Well, I've got a fine selection of common items. Looks at you, Finch, and goes, I know you seem to be a paladin of Bahamut, am I right, by your holy symbol?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, if you want to strike fear into the heart of your enemies, I happen to have a dread helm in stock. Here, let me show you. And he pulls out this helm that is like... I want to just get the proper description for you. He pulls up this helm that has like it's like a steel helm, so it matches your armor. It's got like a red jewel right between where the eyes go. It's got like these flared spikes up top and these massive, almost bat-like or possibly dragon-like wings that flare off the side. He says it's a fearsome steel helm, and when you wear it, it makes your eyes glow red from underneath and makes you look very terrifying.
That's
Here, you want to try it on?
Yeah, sure, I'll try it on.
Hands it to you.
Yeah.
You put the helmet on, and it immediately almost seems to like fit perfectly to your head. And all of you have like Finch at the back, and you suddenly hear, and she turns around, or they turn around, and their eyes are glowing like a horrible red from underneath, and you can't see Finch's face other than just these two glowing orbs of like deathly red from underneath this like this intimidating helm. And Finch has suddenly gone from like here to help Paladin of Bahamut, protection and love and faith, to I'll murder you. Complete vibe change. One helmet changed the whole aesthetic.
What do you guys think?
I love
I
it.
like it. I do. Oh, I think it suits you.
Okay, how
Keep in mind, keep in mind, you can keep it off, and then when you go into battle, you can put it on and scare your enemies, but let your friends not think you're scary. You know, it's up to you.
That's fair. How much for this fine piece of armor?
The dread helm, it's a common item. You know what? You're new to adventuring, and Gilmore does love new adventurers, so I could sell it to you for 50 gold pieces if you want.
Sure, we'll splurge a little bit.
All right, 50 gold pieces to you, and a dread helm for you as well. He'll take 50 gold from you, and you may add a dread helm to your inventory. It is non-attunement, so you can just pick it up, put it on whenever you want to look intimidating.
Amazing.
He goes, okay, that is what I'd recommend for you. Seemingly a good purchase. Let's see, who else here? Who wants to go next? Let me see. Okay. Does anyone here bound their soul to a planar being, or are there any warlocks present? No? I had a pretty cool here for a warlock, but that's okay. Let's see, what else do I got? Oh, here's something that's good. You know, when you're on the road, you know, you need to keep alert, and everybody likes a nice cup of Joe in the morning. So I happen to have a bottle of Boundless coffee here somewhere. A metal bottle, and it just like it's basically almost infinite coffee, as much as you want. What else do I have? We actually just got this in. I actually happen to have a set of earrings. They're known as the Earring of Message, and essentially they're blue crystal earrings, and they're wrapped in copper wire, and they have a couple charges in them. They allow you to cast the message spell through them. So I happen to have them, 5 of them, and they allow you to cast the message spell if you wear them. You can only cast them 5 times a day, but they're a common item, so they're not as pricey as others.
Okay, how much are they? We have to get them. How much are they?
These ones will go for 60 gold each.
Just, for the record, I'm pretty broke. I'm gonna need the rest of what I have left to like survive.
Yeah.
Oh,
So no,
okay, sir.
I'm good. I have to wait. But I love it a lot. Like go do a job and come back and hope they're still here, because that sounds
Great
perfect.
shot.
Absolutely, we try and keep as well stocked as possible. Also, if you happen to have magic items that you don't wish to keep any longer, you can of course sell them here. Well,
I have a question. Would this be
yes,
of
sir.
any value? And I will
What's that?
turn over the scroll with Arcane Eye.
Oh, that's a
It's
pretty
a-
good one, sir.
It's a 4th level spell, and I won't be casting that anytime soon.
He goes, let me see. He goes, this is an excellent spell. I just need to check my ledger here. Oh, Xanathars, oh, Xanathars. Bear with me, sir. Bear with me, please, if you'd be so kind.
Can I suggest something ridiculous? And it's totally ridiculous, and if nobody wanted to do it, I would totally understand. At some point, we should have a conversation about weaponry. Because it probably behooves us, as a group, if we're ever going to fight something that's, you know, pissy to hit, right? My sickle, right? It hits stuff just fine. And then so did Red. Red was fine. So I think if something is magical, or if it's silver, or just there's something about it, it'll hit shady things. So maybe we should look at how much these things cost and consider, like,
Investing.
yeah, and like who should get it first? Like I would think that Finch should get a magical weapon first because they're going up front and hitting them with their big stick. So they should have a magical stick with which to hit them.
I would be happy to purchase this from you, sir, for 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh, dang.
Oh, I can't. You have a silent spell on you, sir.
That would indeed be most efficacious.
I don't know.
And,
I don't know what that means, sir.
And we'll also take a set of all of the earring things that you mentioned.
On top of the 1,000 gold?
Well, out of the 1,000 gold, we'll start by taking that out of there.
I understand, sir. My apologies.
No, that's quite all right.
If you subtract, or excuse me, if you can add 800 gold, and everyone can add an earring of message to their inventory.
Getting treated. Oh, thanks.
He says, now that you have all this money, I have more things to sell you.
Right.
You have...
Well, I just got a fine stock of imbued wooden focuses. If anyone has a particular inclination to a type of magic, to magical damage, such as fire or lightning or poison, I can sell you an arcane focus, such as a wand or a staff, that enhances your damage.
I have two other questions.
Oh, yes, sir.
One, do you have a entry level Warhammer? And what is the price point they're on?
Oh, yes, sir. I definitely have all kinds of good shit. Let's see, Warhammer specifically. Okay, not that. He gets out his ledger, he's looking through his stock to see what he's got. He says, okay, I have two Warhammer weapons. They're not as cheap or as uncommon as such as the helm or the earrings or the other such, but I do have two different types of Warhammers available. I have, let me go collect them for you. He goes in the back, he comes out, on the table. He puts down the first one. Okay, let me see here if I can get cool art. Okay, whatever. He puts down this one weapon that seems to be made of. It almost seems to be alive. It was in this warhammer, and the actual head of the hammer seems to be made of, like, hard shell. It is like a block, but it seems to be almost be made of like from some sea creature, like an urchin or something like that. A hard shell with a long haft that seems to almost be made of maybe bone, maybe coral, something like that. He says, "Okay, that's this one. Let me just gonna get the other one. One moment, please." And he goes into the back, and he comes out on the table. This is a very fine weapon. This is much nicer. The weapon is actually filigreed beautifully with silver and gold, and has little arcane runes sort of on the actual ends of each point of the hammer. A very fine and delicate weapon that clearly has essence of magic apparent about it. He says, "Okay, I have two weapons here. So the first one is known as a weapon of warning. If you attune to it, you will never be surprised. If an assassin jumps out from the dark and tries to stab you, the weapon will tell you, and you'll be ready for battle before he ever makes the first move. Unless, of course, you're asleep or something, because when you're asleep, you can't. Anyway. However, the weapon does awaken you and any companions of yours within range if you are naturally asleep. But if you happen to be incapacitated or under some form of magical sleep, it won't be much help to you. But that's quite rare. So if you're asleep, and you have this weapon, you'll never have to take a watch again, because it will take the watch for you and tell you when danger is afoot. You have to attune to it, but it's a fine weapon, and anyone who's ever purchased it has never made a complaint. The second here is your standard +1 weapon. I don't know why I said +1, that's not technical. This is just a standard, uncommon, magically enhanced weapon. The magic itself within it actually helps carry the balance of the weapon so that when you do damage, you do it much harder and you hit more accurately. It basically assists with your aim and it assists with your damage contributions as it naturally swings the weight from one end of the hammer to the other. So these are the two hammers I have in stock for you right now.
Dare I ask what the price points are?
Indeed, you may dare, sir. Oh god, my ledger fell, the pages fell out. Okay, not that intense. I'm afraid to say that that this hammer, the +1, he says this one will be going for, apparently both of them will be going for 500 gold pieces.
No.
Which do you want, Finch?
Oh, that is a lot of gold. I don't know if we should be spending.
Which one?
What do you guys think will be most beneficial to the party? I'm like partial to the second one. I feel like that is pretty good. Additional damage, I think, is nice, but open to party suggestions since we've been having conversations about what benefits us all.
I can say that if being aware of danger is a concern, I can. That's something that like I have access to. So you don't necessarily need to go in that direction if you don't want to.
Okay.
If you'd rather have the +1.
Yeah, if you have a preference and we've got that covered, you should do your thing.
I will actually ask our good man, because he may be able to tell us. On our way here, we stumbled onto a resting spot where dead people rest. Please understand. And there were some ephemeral creatures that rose up out of the ground at sunset. And that was somewhat problematic. They could be hurt, but not with a good deal of efficaciousness. Would either of these be beneficial in dealing with those sorts of things?
Oh, absolutely, sir. There are many creatures and monsters out there that have certain immunities and resistances to different types of damage. Many such creatures, if not most, that could all be circumvented if you happen to possess a magic weapon. So the magic innate within both weapons will help you overcome those shortfallings that standard weapons will not do.
And filigree and gold and silver inlay kind of look more Finch.
Well, the inlay is see the fine materials help bind the enchantment to the weapon better. So while they are pretty, they are necessary.
I think I will go with the second one then.
All right.
Little extra boost.
500 gold, and there you are, the proud owner of an enhanced warhammer.
All right, we should go get a job now.
Thanks.
Do you ever buy potions?
Do I buy potions?
Like from a potion maker? Like, do you ever work with suppliers?
Oh, we are more than happy to do to accept contract work from various individuals. We sell potions and oils and such here as well. So if you had magic items or potions or poisons or what, not poisons, poisons are illegal. I don't know why I said that. But if you did have potions or creations of alchemy and such, we sell all manner of magical goods here. So yes, but if you have potions, I would be more than happy to purchase.
All right, that's good to know. I can make healing potions, and I have a place to sell them now. So great, thank you. Excellent.
We would be more than happy to purchase those from you. Yes, of course.
Fantastic.
Is there anybody else? Oh, yes, sir.
Would you happen to have something that can? We've got a good deal of travel in front of us, and while I can cook, particularly for long road trips, we have a hard time upkeeping. I have a hard time upkeeping spices and that sort of thing. Is there something that you can recommend? Kind of maybe something like one of those, something smaller than one of the baggy things that my friend Finch got, but for little tiny things like that.
An excellent question, sir. Give me a moment to flick through my inventory, but I think I might have something for holding herbs and such. Let me think. Might take me just a moment. These are containers. Incredible. Might be an uncommon based item. I'm afraid I don't have. You're looking for a pocket, a sort of a bag of holding, but only for a small pocket?
Well, something for spices, that sort of thing.
I'm afraid I don't have any. If you're looking for a bag of I could sell you another bag of holding if that is what you want.
That's too much, and we already have one. I don't think that there would be much utility there. Well, thank you.
And he just kind of smiles at you. If you had something specific in mind, you could always, of course, contract one of our many enchanters to make you something special.
Well, in that case, I will give a description of Heward's handy spice pouch.
Okay, yeah. So sometimes admittedly, Heward's spice pouch. Oh, I didn't know this existed. Okay. No, he's got this. My bad. He goes, oh, now that you mention it, it's crazy. You have such a vivid imagination. It sparked my memory of something I forgot. And he'll happily sell you that for 50 gold.
Fantastic.
And you could be the happy owner of Herod's Handy Spice Pouch. Sorry, I'm trying to recall every magic item.
Oh, dear God, you can't do it.
Exactly, I'm struggling here.
I was trying to get the keywords in there without.
I know, and I appreciate it.
Keywords
I was like, I know he's looking for something that's there. I just don't know what it is. But we got there. But yes, happily sells you one. He says, "Fantastic. Is there any other desires for particular magic items? What about you, Master Ranger? Did you purchase anything that would you be wanting anything that you didn't get?"
I'm satisfied for now. I would like, just for future reference, if I could take a look at your selection of heavy crossbow.
Oh well, we have heavy crossbows, sir. Here, let's take a look. Just browsing is quite fine. I'm sure you'll come back with your pockets full. You seem to be well equipped for whatever dangers come. He says, I have a great variety of heavy crossbows here, but towards your health price range, I have a similar selection of heavy crossbows to what your good friend Finch, was it? Finch has purchased for their Warhammer. I have a heavy crossbow of warning, and then I also have a heavy crossbow of enhanced sort of accuracy and damage.
Right. What's the cost of the second one? The accuracy and damage.
500.
All right. I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
It's quite all right, sir. No problems at all. Very well. Is there anybody else who needed anything from Gilmore's Glorious Goods, or is that the visit for the day? Oh, yes, ma'am.
Is this where I would go to get renew my herbalism kit, get glass bottles and things for making potions, or would that be a different shop?
Oh, you might wish to go to a vendor of such things here. We only sell glorious goods here, not mundane goods, unfortunately. He checks his script. He goes, yeah, okay, and he puts it away.
Mediocre goods.
Yeah, we don't sell exceptional goods. We sell glorious goods, unfortunately. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for your purchases. We appreciate your business, and if ever you want any more magical or enchanted goods, hopefully you'll find your way back to Gilmore's Glorious Goods. And who knows, if you frequent here enough, you might meet other heroes on the road, and maybe even the glorious Gilmore himself. But for today, have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Jerry.
You're quite welcome, ma'am. Yes, sir. I'm gonna go get some sleep now. Good day. And as you guys all leave, oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I need to find a place to purchase some just regular rations, travel rations.
Yeah, you could go ahead and mark off the silver for as many rations as you require. That will not be difficult to find in the market ward.
And keep in mind, I can cast Goodberry. Right, it's up to you, but we always have the options of hunting,
Right.
etc. So just don't think it's something you have to use every day.
Don't go crazy. All right.
Yeah. Although, if you did go crazy, we've got 2 donkeys who can, hold the feed.
Yeah. We probably also need. Where are we at on Amber? Are you tracking the food for the animals? Do we need to buy them food again?
You had the last bucket of it. I was just tracking the weight pieces. But if I get a total of what we should have currently, I can track usage and weight. which would be sort of the ideal spreadsheet anyway. But I didn't have what our current capacity in feed store was. But I'm happy to track it. I just need to have our starting spot.
Yeah, I kind of don't remember that either. What did we? Didn't we just buy a bunch and?
Yeah, you did. You had planned for 15 days or something like that to get to Westrunn.
All right.
But I don't remember the details because I didn't have to remember the details.
Right. See if I don't see that I have it here.
Okay, well, we'll just zero it and start from scratch, and I will feed if it's coming at base price like rations. I can handle that off camera.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all coming in at base, as you put it.
Okay. We find the tiefling and head out for cow rescue duty.
Okay. Sorry, Jerry. We're done with you.
Does anyone they want in the bag of holding? Do you have anything you want to put in there?
I really don't have the need.
Okay. I wanted to ask since we have it now. It has nice capacity.
I was thinking that like as we acquire group loot.
Oh, for sure. I wasn't sure if anyone was carrying
there,
anything.
we can just dump it out when we get to where we're going.
Yep, that's fine. I just wasn't sure if anyone was carrying anything you wanted to move now. That's why I asked.
And I have several pounds of coffee beans, so if people really want coffee, I have you covered already.
Amazing.
All right, if anyone wants to go looking for this mysterious tiefling, that'll be an insight or investigation check, let's call it.
All right.
Are we going to look for the person with the job?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honor. Oh man.
The tiefling named Honor, member of the
Tal'Dorei?
I can give you guys the spelling if you don't want the headache.
that's why I just wrote down Honor.
No.
And she's with the League of Miracles.
Down.
Sorry, I'm trying to do a million things at once right now. There's the name, and I apparently there we go. I can get over here. Copy, put it in the Facebook. Tal'Dorei Facebook. That is the name. Just need to check something super quick, guys. Give me half a second. Yeah, fuck it. Jesus Christ. Maybe not. Hey guys, are you guys? Okay. It seems to, yeah, let's do it. Okay. You guys go looking. Let me get them checks. What did everybody get?
15 investigation.
Yeah.
Very
I
nice.
got a 13 insight.
Okay. Yvain?
I'm sorry, my camera's being stupid, and I was paying attention to trying to fix it.
No worries.
So, you said investigation or insight?
Yep.
21.
21. 21, you say? Jesus.
Insight.
Okay, you guys are gonna get you're gonna have no problem finding what you're looking to find here. God damn, no, we're not doing that either. You guys go looking around, and you happen upon a part of the city that is a little broken up. It definitely looks like it's taken some damage. A part of the market that is some trouble, where a couple of buildings look to have a couple of holes in them, and you see there is this this creature that I think Ember may have seen before, and Finch may have seen before, given you two are from Amon. But for Yvain and Zarvalg, never seen such an entity in all of your lives. It's so cool that I don't even have a picture for it, except for in the book. So I'm going to show it to you. At least I don't think I have a picture, but I'm going to try. Nope. So I'll show it for you from the book. You see this creature of huge size, the size of a giant, suddenly just sort of soaring over the buildings very carefully, flapping its wings. It looks like a giant purple cat with massive wings coming off of its back. But its wings and its body are glowing with starlight, with all the purple within it, and massive lights shining from around its neck and shoulder region, with it seems almost like a hard mask that creates that cat-like face. You see this creature fly over the streets of Westrunn. Maybe familiar from the start of the book. You see this huge creature with massive stones in its arms, and it lands gently on the building and sort of drops them on the building, and they sort of get caught in the air and begin to sort of spin in the air, and people down below go, whoa, hey, wow, and they look as this purple magic sort of takes the rocks as they begin to spin up and around and near and begin to section themselves onto the building. As you make your way through the crowd forward, you find that there's about 4 mages that are on the ground and sort of casting their spells up with wands and staves upward, manipulating the rocks so that they just form correctly into this building that looks to have been ravaged by some fiery beast, perhaps, or some fiery catastrophe. And as they form up, everyone lets out a woo! And applause forms out from the crowd below as the building is complete and everybody turns around, and there's a simple bow from many of the people as they take in their praise. And you know this to be the League of Miracle, Finch and Ember especially. You've seen the League of Miracle at work, and you know that they are do-gooders and builders of things here and there. This is undoubtedly them. And amongst them, you see a most interesting-looking tiefling. You see a completely, what's the term called? What's it called when you get those people who have like red eyes and just wicked pale? What are they called?
Albino?
Albino, yeah.
Albino, thank you. You see this albino tiefling amongst them who is still takes her sort of bow and whatnot, but she wears this sort of well-designed wizard's robes, whites and blacks and lots of red integrated within. White face, large red eyes, and her horns are sort of tipped red with long flowing white hair that goes below the shoulder. She has a staff in her hand that almost looks to be made of like curled bone that goes up into her hand. Definitely a sort of dark kind of looking individual, but takes her bow anyway and smiles as people sort of come up and go, oh, thank you so much for the help. And they sort of seem to they come up and thank her too, but she's a sort of scary appearance, but nonetheless seems to sort of bridge that gap with a fair bit of charm. and is able to sort of smile at different people and say a kind word and a thanks for their praise as the building has been finished and complete by her and her compatriots. But her compatriots seem to wander off without her, the three other mages, and she sort of watches them go and kind of looks a little lost for a second as the crowd disperses, deciding what to do next with her day. And she starts walking away.
Sorry, we were distracted by the cat.
Excuse me. Pardon. Hello.
She and hand out in the roll 20. She turns around and goes, "Can I help you?"
Hi. Hello. My name is Ember, and this is the Aurora Concordant. We had traveled north from Stillben, and along the way we ran into several farmers who had complained about loss of livestock, and our innkeep was kind enough to point us in your direction as someone who might have some details as a working opportunity.
Oh, that's, well, I guess my name's getting around a bit. But, well, it's a pleasure to meet you all. If you're looking to help out with all of that, are you? I'd be happy for the assistance. If you wanted to help, the Aurora, I admit I haven't heard of you. Been in town long?
We arrived just yesterday.
Oh, I see. Well, you look to be quite capable. I could definitely use the help. I don't know what you've heard, but the plains cows, about 4 dozen plains cows of seem to have up and vanished. I've been trying to figure out what's been going on here, but I'm a little busy with the league. But if you were willing to help, I'd be able to fully commit myself a little bit better, and I'd sort of help you solve the mystery of what's going on. Or you can help me. I guess that's it. I'll be more than happy to take on a couple new friends for the contract.
That sounds like a lovely opportunity. I'm familiar with the work that the League does. It's amazing and wonderful.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, I was just a little girl when I saw Westrunn getting rebuilt by the League, and I knew what I wanted to do right then and there. Yes, ma'am?
Above the table, would Yvain know anything about this? I mean, she's had history classes, but would she?
Well, Tara's very removed. Make a history check to see if you know what the hell the League of Miracles is.
So Tara's very removed, but there were fucking dragons, and it was only 20 years ago. I feel like that's big enough that it would have been like Draconia was blown off the map. I just feel like they'd still be talking about it. In America, they still...
I know, but keep in mind, the Earth Ashari didn't do anything when that all happened. They just kind of stuck to their own.
Yeah, they did. That really needs to change. However, she has no fucking idea what's going on. That's a 3. I mean, I think I might have a +1 in there, but yeah, it's a 3, so no.
You're aware of the Chroma Enclave. Don't get me wrong. You're aware of the devastation of the Chroma Enclave. You're aware that happened. I think it's come up once or twice just in campaign, but I don't think you're aware of Westrunn's relationship with that. Well, wait. You rolled the history check on the Black King, so you know about Umbrasyl.
Okay.
So I would say you, with that check, I would say you are aware that Westrunn was attacked by a black dragon at one point, and that the city was making a jab by putting up that statue. But you don't understand the scale or how long he was here or how it was defeated. You're just aware that Westrunn was attacked by a black dragon during the Chroma Enclave. That's what you know.
Cool.
But she goes, "Ah, yeah. Well, I've received the contract, and I was looking to pick up some additional friends to help out anyway. So I'll be more than happy to dole out some work your way. The contract's for, well, a fair amount. We could talk about price if you want for helping out. Let me. I always say like 150 gold apiece.
I like this. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
All right, fantastic. The Aurora Concordant. I admit I don't know much, so we'll see how well you guys do, and if you do your work well, then I'll happily we see this through, and if we happen to find the plains cows, then I'll be happy to pay you out of the reward money.
Fantastic. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
All right. Well, let's get to work. I was actually going to head out of the city and try and talk to some of these farmers.
Sounds good.
Sounds like what we should be doing. Yeah.
Let's go.
And off we go, I suppose. And she sort of like puts her, and she starts sort of walking down the street with you guys, and you find yourself sort of in this like awkward walk where you guys are walking along, and there's this kind of weird looking tiefling that you just met, and she's just kind of walking along. It's a little weird, but yeah, you've made friends with Honor Kinbari to try and solve the mystery of the plains cows.
Ember, we need to have cookies more often. When there are woodland creatures or people we want to make friends with, it's always best to have biscuits. And I don't know how to make a biscuit. But I should like to give our friend a biscuit right now.
Well, that's easy enough to manage. I need about an hour, but there'd be enough for everybody. Or we could find some place that sells them. There's probably cooks here who are better than I am anyway.
Let's get to work. We've spent some money, let's get some work. Let's do some work, and then when we come back, we'll do some other things. I don't know if I'm going to have to pay to be in the library. I don't know. I've never been to a library. In the city, everything you pay for. In Terra, nobody pays for anything. It's just, you know.
You've never been to a library?
Well, yeah, but the library in Terra is just very small. It's very informal. It's not some grand thing that's amazing. It's very humble.
Oh, I've heard of Terra. You're an Ashari.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I never met an Ashari before.
Yeah, I'm Elaine.
Well, I'm Honor.
So, yeah, we heard about the Plains Code, and let's go find them.
Okay then. Well, if you're looking for a library,
She's gonna holler for Happy, because I haven't seen Happy since.
Happy's probably just been hopping along after you. Happy's just happy.
Yeah, I'm bringing up in my head.
I'd say like definitely trying to keep it cool, but I think Ember, Volk, and Finch would definitely see like Honor like losing it a little bit. That there's this like adorable rabbit trying to play it cool, failing, but definitely is keeping out of eye shot of Yvain. All right, you guys start walking along. Says, well, there's lots of farms. We could really go anywhere. They've been disappearing all over the place. But I've been hearing that south is really where they've been disappearing the most. So we could head in that direction.
That sounds
excellent.
like a great idea. Yeah.
Oh, and I should probably do actual introductions. This is our eagle-eyed ranger, Zarvald.
Oh, pleasure. Nice glasses, by the way.
Our might and moral compass. Here is Finch.
And
Oh.
I'll put my hand out to like shake their hand.
She'll shake your hand, be like, "Oh, always pleasure to meet you."
Nice to meet you.
Moral compass. I expect more than just a moral compass. And she kind of like, with the end of her staff, kind of like taps the chonky warhammer at your hip.
Yeah, I try.
She's a bit
And
slow than except.
our mistress of nature is Yvain.
Well, it was good to meet you. Pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I've already said my name. I'll say it again. I'm Honor Kinnan. I've lived in Westrunn most of my life, and all my life, and I'm a member of the League of Miracles, and a wizard, and well, general do-gooder, I suppose one might say. But I'm one of the mage rights, a novice mage right of the Leagues of Miracles, and that's what I'd be doing. And it's a pleasure to meet you all. Well, you just came in from. Where'd you just come in from? If you got in yesterday?
From Stilben via Zephyra.
You're in Zephyra. Well, I mean, you have a Shari with you. I suppose it makes sense. Were you on a great mission of some kind to?
There were some poachers who were
Just taking out some cash.
I see. I understand. Well, that's mighty kind of all of you. Getting up there, just mercenaries trying to make your way, I suppose. I can't say I'm quite different myself.
It's a good. Go ahead.
No, I'll please after you.
No, I was just thinking, we sort of got thrown together, but we worked together pretty well. So here we are.
Well, here that's kind of how it works with the adventuring types here. It's good you're all together. You got each other.
I do feel it necessary to let you know that we did have 2 additional companions who have gone their own way, mostly from the impact of traumatic injury. So
Well, that's the
work is very dangerous. Like, really dangerous.
Oh, I'm not unused to danger, but if you want to do good in the world, there's always got to be a little bit danger, wouldn't you say?
well, generally speaking, but I know that some people believe in luck and happenstance and things of that nature, and they might feel uncomfortable with a group of people who had a third of them opt to no longer travel together because of the impact of those injuries.
Oh, I see. Well, hey, you pose a fair point, but I'll keep that in mind, I suppose. But I guess I'll just see if it's She just kind of like laughs a little nervously, not really sure where to go with that. She goes, "Oh, yeah, I guess I'll keep my eye on all of you, and we'll see how it goes. But y'all seem capable enough, I suppose."
I'm gonna look south in the distance for herds of plains cows.
Okay, make me a little perception check at advantage. 11. You see plenty of plains cows out there. You see these sturdy beasts of burden in all kinds of herds roaming the plains. They seem to be used as mounts. You would know that they're used as pack animals, mounts, and livestock. They're about 6 feet tall. They're about 2 tons. They're they're like big, strong, meaty cows. They're considered to be quite compassionate creatures. Not that you asked.
Oh. Is there a farm about?
There's plenty. Now that you've like exited the city down the south road, there are tons of farms.
All right, so I guess we'll head due southish and aim for any random farm. We want to talk to farmers.
Fair enough. Okay, you begin to make your way that way. She's going to say, Honor's going to say, I happen to know about at least one farmer that I was going to go talk to that actually lost some plains cows a little while ago. Right over here, right around this way. And she'll sort of take you in the direction of this one farm. There's plenty of plains cows, but you see that there's a couple of hands that are sort of standing around on the various barriers that sort of like keep them confined and just seem to be kind of watching the herd as they're sort of corralled in tight. You see that some of them here and there, or actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. Why don't you make me an insight check, Sarvolk?
And
10. You notice that, like, most of the herds seem to be kept like in confinement, and there's tons, and like this is the dividing plains. There's tons of plains for them to roam and graze, but they all seem to be, and most of the farms around here seem to be sort of confined, or if out in the plains, they seem to be closely watched by mounted farmhands. People seem to be a little on edge around here. But she takes you up to this one farm, and she knocks on the door, and the door opens, and this old farmer, just this tall, lanky farm body man comes out, a little older in his years, salt and pepper hair, comes and goes, what you, looking at Honor with general, hesitation, for her appearance is a little off-putting. Goes, what you will? And Honor goes, oh, it's a pleasure. Excuse me, sir. I heard that you're out. And he goes, oh, you get over here now, you. Yeah, we don't want no trouble. He goes, if I just have a moment, of your time, I just want. And he closes the door on her.
May I?
Might be. Yes, please. I'm sorry. Yeah, and she'll step away.
I'm so sorry, that was rude.
I understand. I'm not the most attractive woman.
That isn't bad.
I will holler through the door. We've come to ask you about the cattle you lost.
Make a persuasion check. No, what'd you get?
That one for a 7.
Aw, shit. Go away! That's it. That's what you get.
Does this guy have farmhands guarding his herd?
Yep.
We're gonna go talk to the farmhands instead.
Yep.
All right.
I don't want to burn his house down. That would be rude. Actually, I want to burn his house down. That would be rude, so I'm not going to.
I don't disapprove.
And we'll approach slowly, so not to startle the farmhands, or more importantly, the cattle.
You will see that for the amount of cattle here, no, it's a sizable herd. I'm not going to say anything more than that. But yeah, you approach and yeah, you get like a wave from one of the guys there. Goes, oh, how can I help you, sir?
Uh, we're with the League of Miracles. We've come to ask about the cattle that have gone missing.
With the
But
League of Miracles.
your your boss seemed less than receptive. I think maybe he's having a bad day.
Oh, don't mind him. He's just a bit sour. We lost one of our cows a couple days ago, and he's been sour ever since he was born. But I guess I mean a little bit extra sour maybe lately. So please, sorry, don't mind if he offended you.
What can you tell us about where it happened and kind of when?
You want to see the hole?
That would be fantastic.
The hole?
Yeah, over here. A couple of the boys found it a little while ago. And you guys sort of like follow him, maybe about like 1,000 feet away from like the pen, just away, and you see this sort of like half sort of collapsed tunnel, like filled in with dirt and sort of collapsed inward. But it's a big ass fucking hole in the ground. It is. Let me see here. You see about a 5-foot hole in the ground.
Oh.
It is, again, it's collapsed and filled in to the most part, but it definitely looks like some kind of burrowed hole.
Can I take a look at this hole? Does it look like something came up out of the ground?
Make me an investigation check. Or a survival. I'll give you survival.
Come on, 10.
10. You go looking for it. It definitely looks like a creature. Shit. A creature definitely burrowed here. Definitely looks like it burrowed up and then went back in, and it looks like just sort of time eroded it to fall apart in and on itself. But something definitely burrowed up and out of the ground.
Can either Fen or I perceive any like sense, movement, sound, anything?
Fen can make a perception check at advantage.
Oh, he got a nat 20. It gives him like a 24, I think.
Fen goes sniffing around, and just sort of like, just kind of like sniffing around, and eventually sort of stops and like gets to the hole and like jumps in the hole, about 5 feet down, starts to like dig, and I guess he just kind of let Fen at it. And he digs, to his credit. He digs and he digs and he digs and he digs, and he probably digs about a 10-foot deep hole after a couple of minutes, but it just isn't going anywhere. Like, it doesn't break through into something else, but you get the sense that this hole's like deeply buried in at this point, unfortunately.
All right.
Tomorrow I might be able to do something to move the earth around some, but I can't do it until I sleep and think about spells again.
Okay. Well, I have an idea.
Do either of you know of anything about that size that would burrow through the ground?
Yeah,
Honor says, I'm not sure myself.
Do I know anything?
Make a nature check.
Oh, that's better. 15.
15? There are lots of burrowing-based creatures. I could give you a list of them, in fact. It's a little tricky to say, but it's certainly unusual to be so close to a city. I would say that this isn't like a natural thing.
Right.
Like this isn't usual.
All right. So the best idea that I have right off the top of my head is that we bring a plains cow out and tie it up kind of in the middle of an open area and use it as bait.
Well, that would be fantastic, but we would be better served, I would think, having a couple more points to choose from. If multiple cattle have gone missing, we should at least see if there's holes at each location.
Can I ask a cow? Can we go to the place where one of these things happened and then find a cow that was nearby that might have seen what happened? Then I could ask the cow what happened and then we might have a better idea. Does that sound incredibly strange?
You
Oh,
can
Oh, it
talk to
does. But
animals.
I'm very excited to see you do it.
Yeah, if you can do that, that would be fantastic.
I think I've got a couple of options. The easiest might be just to go find me a cow in the right place and I'll just shift into a cow. And just have a conversation with the cow, you know. At the town there.
We'll ask the farmhand, are the cattle that you were guarding out here where the one went missing?
Well, yeah, they're herds, so they stick together.
Fantastic. I think that's your opportunity, Yvain.
I'm gonna go up to the head. What kind of cows are they?
These are
Are these like the
plains
little
cows.
Scottish cows? Are they like the little McCoo cows with the fuzzy fuzzies?
Absolutely not. These are big, like bull-like cows.
Fine.
In fact, you can add plains cow to your list of creatures. This is a sort of custom D&D beast or a critical role beast. So I'll have to access one for you. But they're like big, like you wouldn't want to be in the way of one of these things if they decided they wanted to trample you to the ground. You would not want to be anywhere near it. But yeah, you see like some of the farmhands are like on the backs of these plains cows as like riding them as mounts, but most of them are sort of herded in. But you could turn into one if you wanted to.
Yes. I'd like to turn into one and
Let me just. Okay. They are CR2. Can you turn into a CR2 creature?
okay. Nope, I can't. I'm mad.
No, these things have thick hides, and they have big, mean hooves, and they look like they could trample your ass into the dirt.
Oh, that's okay. Because we knew we were going to be doing this, right? No, I did also pack an animal friendship spell. So if you could just get me near a cow, I actually could have a conversation. I just thought the other way would be easier.
Oh, I mean, I'm helping you. I'm helping. I'm not really supposed. He told me not to let anybody near the cows. I
Could you go
want to
bring a
help.
cow could you bring a cow to me?
Again, I'm not really supposed to. I would love to help, but
Hey,
you know,
It's
he's my
alright,
boss and it's my job. And
Let's go find. No, it's cool. Let's go to. We wanted to go someplace else anyway. Let's go someplace else. Let's see what we can find.
well, just hold on a second. I understand that you're worried about your job and that sort of stuff. Exactly where in this field can your boss see you from?
He looks back at the house. I mean, nowhere right now. I mean, the other farmhands can, I guess, but not him. He can't see me.
Okay. She's pretty slight. These cows are awfully big. I promise you, nothing untoward will happen with the animal, and you will be compensated for any risk that you undertake.
Make a persuasion check.
That's 17.
Goes. You promise?
Absolutely.
All right, maybe I'll just go mount up one and happen to find my way out over here to check on the hole. If you just wait around here. He kind of just saunters away and makes his way back. A couple other guys kind of like talk to him, and he mounts up on his plains cow and kind of like turns it around. Yep.
I'm going to talk to the group. Listen, I don't know if this is going to work, but I think it's worth a shot. Here's the thing. I'm not a great interrogator. We know this. So I'm going to go back and forth with said creature. And I'll need, like, someone to help feed me questions so I don't muck it up. Alright. Bring on the beef!
Where's the beef?
Bring on the beef, she says. Bring on the beef. That's funny. Yeah, he rides over, mounts it on his plains cow, and kind of just makes his way up to you guys and kind of says, "Right, make it quick."
Alright, so mumbly mumbly, I'm gonna mumble everything, and I'm gonna cast an animal friendship spell.
Okay, you cast Animal Friendship on the plains cow. It needs to make a Wisdom save. Holy fuck. Rolls a 16. This plains cow looks at you. It's like big, fucked up cow face. And the guy's on the back of it, and he's like, did you get it?
No, I don't think it's going to work. He's particularly stubborn, I suppose. Thank you.
Sorry. Hold up a moment. I think, whatever you no, never mind.
All right. Well, while it's out here, let me take a crack at connecting with this cow.
Absolutely.
Okay, you take a crack at the cow. What do you? Oh, yeah. You're a fucking you got your primeval awareness, don't you?
Yeah, primeval awareness. Yeah. I'm not sure what information I can get out of it, but I might, if I can get like a general sense of like, I don't know, if it's afraid in a particular direction or something. I don't know.
Okay, you use the power of the primeval to connect with the beast, and it kind of like looks at you, moves at you a little bit, and it's starting to kind of like, it sort of like moves up to you and sort of sniffs you and moves its head down to Fen. Fen sort of sniffs it, and they kind of touch noses, and the plains cow kind of like puts its like hand, like its snout under your nose, and you feel the compassion of this creature as you like look into its eye, and you connect with it, and you feel the power of the primeval connecting you to this beast that you might understand it better than you.
Right. Well, it's a nice cow. I guess through my series of grunts and nuzzles, I'm just gonna try and get like I said, a feeling of whether there's something in particular it's concerned about. a direction or anything like that?
Make an animal handling check, and I'll give you advantage because the primeval awareness is working.
19.
You definitely get that it's scared. It has been scared. It's anxious from having been corralled so very long in a tight space. And something about it tells you that it's... you get a sense that it is also in a state of discomfort, physical discomfort. And you see it sort of clopping around on its hooves, maybe a little bit more than a normal plains cow should, like its hooves are hurting.
Okay, yeah. So I'll ask the rider, can I take a look at its hooves? It's got a sore hoof.
Does it? And yeah, you can drop down, and with your animal handling having worked, it allows you to sort of raise its hoof up. And you see on the bottom of its hoof and sort of like the back of its leg, it has acid burns.
Oh. Interesting. All right. Do I know anything about burrowing acid animals?
Make me a nature check.
Ha! Nat 1.
You do not, my friend, unfortunately.
All right.
May I make a nature check?
Well, you're not. He hasn't really communicated to you yet.
I'm
So
sorry. I'm sorry then.
that's
Okay.
okay. No.
I'd point out to the group that it's got, like point to the sore spot and be like, it's got acid burns.
Okay. Yeah. Now go for it. You're good.
Can I make a little healer's check and try to make the wound better for it?
I was gonna say, can I touch it and cast healing hands?
Sure. You go to figure that out, Yvain, but before you know it, Finch's hand is upon the side of the cow, petting it, and you see the acid burns sort of on the leg, sort of seam together, and any sort of like discomfort is whisked away. The bottom of the hoof, like it's like a nail, so it doesn't hurt it or mind it, so that doesn't get healed. But the fleshy parts of the leg, discomfort is gone.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Alright, something that makes holes and has acid. That's a good question to take to the library, maybe.
Can we ask Honor? Does Honor know anything about this?
Honor goes, let me think. Acid burrowing creature, 5 foot hole, must be like a medium or large sized creature. It could be a little strange. It's kind of a strange place for it, but there's, have you ever heard of an onkeg?
No.
They're these large, monstrous creatures. They have an acid spray, and they're sort of insectoid-like creatures. They burrow a bunch. That's the only creature I've ever heard of that burrows and spits acid or has anything to do with acid.
Alright.
Okay.
What kind of colonies do they travel in?
Let me think. They're rather large creatures, and they do graze on livestock, admittedly. These tunnels are my 5 minutes molten donkey. Because they don't have very large colonies, but they typically roam in like a couple. It's difficult to say. Sometimes ones and twos, sometimes a little bit more. As far as I remember, I've never really seen one, but I read about it in a book.
We should probably go to a couple other places.
Yeah, I think that was a good idea. Check out a couple other sites, see if we can find a recent one
Yeah.
or a pattern to where they're popping up.
That's super smart.
Can I scope the landscape from where we're standing and see if I can see any other egg holes?
That would be a little bit. You give it a try. It's a high DC though. Make a perception check at advantage because you got the eyes.
Sure. Ooh, I got a 24.
Shit. I'm not gonna say that you find any holes, but you do find that there are specific farms that do seem to be having the same sort of like corralling into tight confinement sort of attitudes. And there's quite a few of them, but there are other ones that look a little bit more comfortable letting their creatures scatter. So you definitely, with that check, narrow down the search pretty significantly. I'll give you that.
All right. Shall we start making our way towards other farms?
I think so, yeah.
All right. You make your way to the next farm. I'll tell you guys what. It might take a little bit of time, but why don't we get a little bit of a, let's call it a survive roll or investigation check in order to track down these holes.
Yes. Nat 20 plus 5.
Nat 20, very nice, very nice.
And to help narrow it down, 22 for investigation.
22 for investigation. Honor's going to get in there and help out. With the power of Charm Person, she is able to get a little bit, maybe a little bit more help than before. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you guys go.
No.
Yeah. What'd you get, Yvain?
Well, no, I figured this time I should do an animal handling check to try to talk to the cow and Sylvan and
Well-
sweet talk it before magicking it.
Are you using Speak with Animals to understand what it's saying?
I thought I had that spell and then I couldn't find it. I actually specifically went looking for it and couldn't find it.
You just
I
might not
took
have it prepared.
Animal Friendship and Beast Bond. And Beast Bond is a speak with animals, but I have to be friends with it first. Unless I've completely goofed it.
No, animal. As long as I think it's like, bee spawn. Yeah, I think you can't be hostile. I might be. I don't know. You have to check.
But yeah, okay, no, I've got to speak with animals.
Sweet. All right, Papa, speak with animals, and you should be able to speak to these beasts a little bit easier. So we'll just go around. So Yvain, you go speak with animals. You go speaking to some beasts. Make me an animal handling or persuasion check to communicate.
And I can cast it ritual, so.
Oh, perfect.
That is an 18 plus 5 is a 23.
23. Let me see. 23. Yeah, you go talking to these animals. A number of them, they don't really have information on where the bad guys are, but they definitely all share the same sentiment. They go, "Oh, there was this very scary, big bug. There was a big old beetle creature, and it made my hoofs hurt. and he came in and he took Larry. He took Larry. They got him with in his big old spiky hands, and he took him away. Larry's my best friend in the whole world.
Stop.
I'm going to translate, and I'm just going to cast just a little healing word.
Oh.
God, I miss Larry more than I miss the wind.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, there's the wind now.
Stop. There's the wind now. Add that to the quote book.
What are we talking about? Oh, Larry! I forgot. Oh God, Larry.
Short-term memory loss.
You went too soon. Oh.
Stop.
Damn you, Larry, you son of a bitch! In this cruel world,
This cow has a lot to say.
I ain't been able to talk all my life.
Okay, but what's more entertaining is Yvain translating this.
I miss him more than the wind. Oh, there's the wind now.
Yeah, exactly.
And imagining that this tiefling, she's just met these people.
Right.
Oh no, she's obsessed. She's like hanging on every word. She's like, wow, I didn't know they had that much to say. That's really impressive. It's like she fucking loves it. She doesn't think you guys are weird. She thinks you guys are cool.
And she misses Larry too.
Just Larry, poor Larry.
So yeah, some awful beetle thing. They come in like 2s and 3s, it seems. And I was taking their friends away, and they're spitting acid, and it's hurting their feet.
Well, that's mean.
That's rude.
I don't like that, so we need to find these things and make them stop.
Mm-hmm.
All right, how do we find one?
Well, you're the rangers, isn't that like literally what you do?
I was gonna say
You're
that.
trying to track.
Come on, Czar.
So now we'll transfer over to Zarvog.
Shit.
We'll transfer over to Zarvog with Zarvog's foundings. As tough crowd.
Czar's like, fuck. Oh.
Fuck all of you. Figure it out yourselves.
I'm just here to look pretty, man.
Yeah, I'm just here for the whorehouses.
I'm here for the bitches.
I'm just here for the bitches. All right, Zarvog. What did you get on your what did you get on your check?
Oh, I think it was like a 24.
It was.
Woo, she mama. Yeah, you go around and you're looking around, and you indeed do start, especially. So Yvain basically starts the trail and goes, okay, Larry got taken here. And you do go looking through the grass, sort of tall grass meant for grazing, but through it, you're able to find a large creature, sort of like the appearance of a couple days ago, a creature having been dragged, especially back in the original pen. And you definitely find some holes in the ground. Excuse me, some holes in the ground, much like chitin-based insectoid legs. They look to be like four-legged creatures with spines on the legs, and you see them sort of making their way away, and you start to sort of track them through the plains, and you definitely have a scent. And the moment you find it, Fen, who's already caught the scent of one of these creatures, starts going, and he starts like chasing after it, and you and Fen are on the trail.
Oh,
Right.
shit. Here we go
Find
again.
us a bug.
Find us a fucking bug. Yeah! Down. Now I'm gonna go to Ember and Finch for your guys' information. What'd you two roll and what'd you get?
Investigation 22 for me.
You go from farmstead to farmstead. You hear that a couple people have been put entirely out of business. Others have not, but this has been going on for a while now. And about 4 dozen plains cows, like by your count, about 4 dozen of these creatures have been taken. And that then tells you like 1 or 2 have been taken in about a day. So this has been going on for a month or 2. This has been going on for a while. Nobody's really been able to figure it out. And pretty much the farmers are just like, the farmers and caravans are all frightened and confused. And they're freaking out. They're like, You don't understand the agriculture and the commerce of the entire Westrunn's based on us. They couldn't have just flown away, sir. And people are losing it. And they go, you should talk to Jeremiah Sook. He's the head of the Regional Ranchers Guild, and he's willing, and he's putting a hefty bounty for culprits. You go talk to him. He gets you sorted out. And maybe you're with Honor Runner's like, oh, I've already talked to the Ranchers Guild, sir. Jeremiah, so he's a good man, and he told us to come talk to you. He goes, what the hell are you? Jeez, you scared the shit out of me. But yeah, they're kind of rude to her. She looks a little weird.
Dang.
So they're kind of rude. But that's what you gather, and they go, well, you might want to go talk to the ranchers out down south way. That's where most of Plains cows been taken. Luckily, they stay far away from my region, sir. Hope they don't hit me next. And that's sort of what you gain from your investigation, some information about the actual situation. Finch, what'd you get and what'd you roll?
Yeah, my investigation check was a 12.
A 12.
Too bad.
Basically, you get, go to the Ranchers Guild, talk to Jeremiah Sook. They couldn't have just flown away. They're not fucking Pegasus, you know what I mean? This ain't a fucking fairy tale, someone taking them. There's definitely fucking Plains cows, fucking cow takers. They're worth 200 gold a head here in Westrunn. So, you find them culprits. And that's basically what you guys, just a lot of complaining in your direction. You're a paladin, ain't you? Bahamut, about protection, ain't he?
Yep, and Finch will nod politely and just saunter off there.
Our Lord and Savior Bahamut protect us.
Yep.
And
yes, and Bahamut be with you. Okay, goodbye.
All right, you go get him, Mr. Paladin, sir. And that's what you get. But as the group sort of comes together and Zarvolg, you're chasing off, and the party's after, Zarvolg, you are going to come across, finally, another hole about 5 foot wide. Now that you're looking for it, you do see that there are slight acid burns on the side and start miscomings, but it does dip down quite a ways, and you have found your hole into whatever network seems to have formed underneath these ranchers. The culprits of the Plains Cows thieves are close at hand. You got yourself a bug hunt, Hunter. And that is where we will call the session, and we're going to level up.
Yes!
Woohoo!
Yes! Fuck yes!
Level 4!
Let's
go!
4.
Oh my god. Yes.
I know.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect.
Oh, perfect. Oh, beautiful for spacious.
So, this was
All
the
good
healing
things that
session I needed.
I'll ask this because I want to be fair.
Uh-huh.
Fair enough.
At level 4, I want to change out weapons, but technically I had my crossbows on my horse.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about level up for that. You can just do that.
Yeah, but we don't have our horses. Can I have my crossbows anyway?
Sure.
Thanks.
Sure. Why not? Why not?
All right, I gotta pop out because I am headed to the airport very shortly, but thank you for the lovely session, and I will chat with you all very soon.
Bye,
Sounds
safe.
good. Have
Bye,
fun.
guys.
Travel safe.